Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of Shadows of Sharn, a noir-inspired D&D campaign taking place in the Eberron setting. Oh, that was the wrong overlay, but hey, let's go ahead and let's all of our heroes and detectives here say hello. All right, thank you very much for that warm welcome.
We didn't even plan that either. I was going to start talking about getting Jack off that horse.
Yeah.
Hello, it is I, the one, the only, Brian.
And I am the one and only Aaron.
When you poor bastards gets to be me. Go ahead.
I'll volunteer. Hello, it's I, the one and only Johnny, aka It's Macho Madness,
Oh,
on
such a-
Twitch, twitch.tv/Macho. It's Macho Madness.
It is me,
So-
the one and only Stone McStoneface.
I was just gonna go for myself. But am I back?
Congrats. There you go.
Wait, does that make Nate Aaron then?
No,
don't have a
Brian,
But I'm
no,
still
Nate-
myself.
Still Nate.
I'm unfortunately still myself in this case.
Okay.
Alright, but yes. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all having a fantastic evening. Welcome to episode 16. And if anyone could remind anyone, especially my goldfish brain that can't remember what happened 2 minutes ago. What happened last time?
You know.
We
Shit
all
happened.
Eventually got back to the house. Velveteen and Lila went out to get groceries and found another body. And eventually we got everyone else over there and we investigated the body before going back to the house and talking about what we had found on our original crime scenes.
Yeah.
Achaeus didn't die.
Achaeus
Oh,
is-
Yeah, totally didn't die.
Case had a lovely dream
Yeah.
Yeah.
about
He had a nice dream.
about his family that he totally didn't murder.
Hmm.
And then Twister got a face or a hand, a skin.
Got skinned. I love how out of order we're going. We're not even
You're
going
so out of order.
Look, it doesn't matter.
We basically got the order. There was a body. We poked around this crime scene for like 10 million years.
We poked around the crime scene. We found some information. Some guys from Central Plateau were like, "Hey, we're taking the body," and we were all like, "The fuck you are taking the body, or the fuck you aren't taking the body."
You gotta fight me for it.
Yeah, you gotta fight us. No, but they didn't fight us. We then finished looking at the body. No one came back. What do we do with the body? Is it still just sitting there?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Amazing.
Oh, you didn't see anyone take
What were
it.
we gonna do? Take it?
Yeah,
That's
what
fair.
were you gonna do? Have a coffin at the ready?
They did leave the coffin there. No, they took the coffin with
They
them.
took the
And-
coffin with them.
But yeah, so we left, and then Achaeus found something out that hasn't told anyone. You know, after we said no more secrets.
Bastard man.
Why did we say no more secrets? Who said that?
I have
Me,
no idea.
I said it. I said it.
And then keeping secrets.
I am
Don't
not
at me
keeping
about
a
having
single
keeping
secret.
Yeah?
I'm not. I told
Yeah?
you everything about myself.
That's not telling
Interesting.
everyone though.
Anyway, Twister went
I really do not
upstairs.
remember us saying this.
Twister went
say
upstairs and found some skin attached to his window frame.
Yep.
And that's what you missed, Dongly.
Velveteen
And a
slapped
note.
me.
A note for that skin,
I did.
by the way,
yeah.
because this was mentioned before the stream starts, and might as well also say it's just to avoid any confusion for things. Sharn is pretty much like Renaissance era when it comes to some science stuff. So there's no fingerprints, like identification, no dental records, no way to judge, see who a person is by DNA and the like. So just a reminder about how the hands were also missing skin. It
So-
wasn't to avoid identification. I'll give you that hint for free.
So I could
Since that'll
rob
be
a
obvious
bank
to
and
you.
they couldn't find me. Interesting.
We can make
But
it
where are
happen.
where are the dental anyway.
So yes, it is another day, I believe. You all rested for the evening and are ready to begin your case again.
Whoa, whoa,
Or
whoa,
would you
whoa,
like to
whoa.
do something first?
Whoa.
Before
I'm
we
sorry.
get too far away from it, I want to say for the
Yeah.
record, the first time that forensic dentistry was used was in 66 AD. Thought I'd look it up real quick.
Nate,
Thank you for that fun fact.
response?
I'm gonna go ahead and guess that's also like along the same lines of like bio or whatever, where they were so sure this was real medicine, and it was complete horseshit.
Nate, are you that fifth dentist?
I don't know the history of forensics, so I can't argue.
Are you
no.
that 10th dentist from 9 out of 10 dentists? from
Anyway.
Colgate?
I assume Twister's like screaming or something about some hand
I was
flesh.
about to say, you don't get to skip to the next day after showing me some fucking skin.
Ooh.
What does that mean?
He showed you.
Yeah, interesting.
After
Okay.
he sees the skin, and realizes it's skin, fuck, who was downstairs? It was,
It was Galen and
Lila.
And
Lila.
Lila, we were cleaning up
Dylan
after
and
it.
Lila. You see Twister come downstairs, and he is like light blue in the face.
Oh god, I didn't do any vocal warm-ups.
Is
Are you
everything
alright?
okay?
He'll just show the note in the there was a note that was with it, right? Or was it just the skin?
I thought it was just the skin. Is there no?
I just remember the skin. There probably wasn't.
I think it was just the skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was just the skin.
Okay, so I'll just show the skin. This was on my not door frame, window frame.
That's a little
Ah,
unusual.
Probably left by our serial killer. I'll hand Galen over the skin.
is it like the same skin tone as our like most recent victim?
Yes.
Hmm. Cool.
So it probably came off of that.
Like what kind of is it? Is this just a square, or is it like?
It is a square, but you
the
can
hand.
still see the. You can still see like some bits of wrinkles and some other like breaks that might have been from hardwood before. Roll medicine or investigation real quick.
Twister is going to excuse himself and go outside and throw up.
Valid.
Fair.
Oh, I should probably check on him. Make sure he's okay.
Probably yes. Leave me with this weird skin.
Natural 20
I
for
mean,
23.
you're probably in the lobby. He's literally just opening the door, and you probably just hear him throwing up.
We're in our impromptu kitchen.
Oh, sorry. You faintly hear him throwing up.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that natural 24, 23, the way like these wrinkles form and stuff, you can notice like the lines typically seen on a palm. So you understand the mystery of what happened to one of those palms.
Interesting. Why? Does this? Does like the cut like? I'm assuming it's just like the square of palm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a few inches in like length and width.
Yeah. But from looking at the cut, does it look like it was done post mortem? Like, is there like shakiness? Like, there's any sign of struggle or anything?
There is no sign of struggle. It seems to be very clean lines.
Okay. And how, like, because we kind of determined that our Vic died like 2 or 3-ish days ago. It was there like any kind of preservation methods done with this skin, or is it kind of like matching the same kind of deterioration that we were previously experiencing? As a child, I only watched CSI growing up.
You can smell the some like faint chemicals used in tanning on this still, so this was treated to be leather.
Oh,
Lovely.
that's even worse.
Chester's gonna come back.
Well, I suppose if you want a half-elf flesh little like bound, I guess folio, small one. They did tan this specifically.
I don't think we should use it for anything. It's evidence.
I mean, of course. I would never be like, let's do arts and crafts right now when one of our members have been hand delivered a piece of flesh.
And
Yeah.
flesh. I want to know if this happened before.
Happened before what? The removal of the hand?
The victims went missing.
Like the hand removal? They're
Maybe
But-
this is some sort of warning, or like, hey, I'm gonna get you next, haha.
I mean, from the way that this cut at least currently looks, there's not a lot of shakiness. Presumably the Vic was either incredibly unconscious or already dead. And this was
I would assume already dead, seeing how we just found their body.
And if you look at your hand, it's a fairly difficult thing to flay. When you know,
Yeah.
it's mostly muscle. Were they? Do we know that?
We know that like they were stabbed with something that like spread along their back, but we don't know if it was. We don't necessarily know if it was paralyzation or poison or some kind.
Is
But I
there
wouldn't be
any?
surprised if it's paralyzation.
Is there any way to kind of like looking at this photo that I have of the specific like dark veiny stab wound shit? Is there any way to kind of like ascertain what would cause that reaction, whether it's magical or poisonous or something?
Let's say that you are. You're definitely right to assume that it had to be a poison or a magic involved in some way.
But any specifics?
High DC on a investigation check.
Can
Okay.
I will give you guidance in the help action.
Ooh. Me.
And yes, they were paralyzed. Also, for free, a reminder for last time is it was understood that both the face and the heart were likely removed as the victim was alive.
Yeah.
And those were
Yeah.
clean cuts as well.
That's what I thought. That's why I was like, weren't they paralyzed? I thought we determined that they were alive, or they were somehow paralyzed, and then the shit happened while they were alive.
That's what I'm assuming.
I hate that that's the detail I remember, but it's definitely the detail that made me feel the worst. Which is
So,
valid.
1d4. High DC? How high are we thinking? Not you, Nate. Not asking you. Asking everyone else.
25.
25. I'll burn my last special d6 of the day for that. 26.
All right. As you look at this, you don't feel like this would have been a poison or a substance itself injected in. The deterioration, like the necrosis, all these effects you can see from the stab wound, likely would have spread out even further and caused more permanent damage throughout. What this could have been and likely was either a magic or an enchantment that specifically was able to cause a paralysis state.
Makes sense. Hmm. I
That-
want to know if this is some sort of threat, like, hey, stop trying to find me or something, or if this is some sort of like calling card or some sort of like foreboding warning, like you're next.
It certainly could be. Plenty of people saw all of us at the crime scene.
Mhm. Who was at the crime scene for a long time? It was me, you.
It was all of us except Chaos.
Do you? I wonder if you guys
Hmm?
have any of the.
If you want me to go check my room for Flash, I certainly will.
I mean,
That's such a weird
Sure.
statement. I never thought we would say.
you might want to also check your room for flesh, Lila.
Yes, I probably should.
I
And
throw open
from-
my door. Is there flesh?
is there
I
flesh in my room?
Aside from the normal
flesh?
the normal flesh that's in
Okay.
my room.
You do not see anything unusual, like anything placed down that you did not bring here yourself. Your board is perfectly intact, the windows are closed, and you do see operative squeakers kind of like walking around, but yeah, that's it.
What
pick
about
up-
me?
I'll pick up operative squeakers.
Lila, you just see the bare room of a place that once likely belonged to someone else, seeing as the sheets are fitted, but yeah, there's nothing else of note within your room.
So it looks like it was only me that got this?
Apparently.
I don't like it.
Unless you want us to knock on the other two's doors and be like, got any flash?
I don't. I feel like they would have said something if they did.
That is
Yes,
probably true.
At this point, they would have said something to all of us.
Yes. Operative squeakers, did you receive any flesh on your window?
You see the rats go ahead, just kind of like look at you, sniff around, and then just kind of like start climbing onto the top of the bed, stand up, and look at you, and that's it.
Now, well, like we practice.
And
Turn
they
around.
turn around.
Yes. Good.
And then give like a motion with their tiny little rat hands as if expecting a
Oh.
treat.
Yes, of course. Not the hand flesh. This one.
Gosh.
Well, you know,
Don't give squeakers hand flash.
my
Who
apologies.
knows where it's been?
I mean, it's been tanned. I doubt that makes it good to eat. Do we want to at least bring it to the others' attention that someone is leaving flesh on a windowsill? Your
Yeah.
windowsill.
Probably.
All right. I'll just whose ever door is next closest, I will knock on.
That's my door. No, I'm kidding.
Of the other two,
Oh, okay, so wake up.
the case is dead in his room.
The
Oh, no.
next door for you will, I think, would be Velvetines.
I don't think we determined where each room is. We need like a
Oh,
layout.
Let's build our house in the,
the
center.
Sims.
True.
Yeah. And make sure it's all shitty with a lot of fixing upping.
Oh, I can do that in The Sims. I'm just knocking on Velveteen's door.
and you don't get a response, as Velveteen is not in the building.
Oh, Velveteen's out right now.
Right.
No one thinks out.
We wouldn't know that.
Velveteen's little
Right.
adventure, you know, of debauchery.
Is the door locked?
No,
I'll open it.
yeah, you can go in there.
You don't keep much in here anyway. You don't live here.
No, I moved in.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, Velveteen
Yeah.
moved in.
Okay, well, now I'm looting.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Are you looking through his chest, his underneath his bed?
No,
his
I'm
dresser?
looking if there's any just random pieces of flesh in here, or if you've been fucking skinned in your bed.
Nate, how much flesh? Wait, hold on, Nate. I have to DM you something real quick. Wait, I'll just whisper to you, Nate. How much flesh do I usually keep in there? Like half a pound, 3 pounds.
God.
Oh yeah,
Actu-
so it's a strange thing. You just go inside and just see
There's all
skin
these
all
faces
over
on the
place.
You're like
Oh
looking at the
my
walls,
gosh.
like none of these faces match our victims. We're fine.
Hmm.
You look
This is
at
a
a
different problem.
yeah, you look at a big tube that looks like it would be like Pringles. You look inside, it's just human skin as chips.
Hmm.
Just written in blood on the left wall is "I'll find you?" question mark.
I'll find you.
I'm just looking to see if there's like some flesh in the windowsill or something.
No,
I'm not looting Velveteen stuff right now.
Right now.
Listen, there's things that you guys might want to check out. It's whatever.
There's things in Galen's room you might want to check out. Blah, blah, blah. So what?
Well, you look around and you don't really see any skin left out. The windows are also left closed.
Okay.
I guess the chaos. I'll knock on the chaos's door.
We wake up. He has a passive perception of 7.
There could be
You wake up.
there could be a party going on in Chaos's room. He'll look around like nothing's in here.
The heaviest sleeper. He is the fucking heaviest sleeper. He won't. He
So
doesn't
what,
wake up.
You would have to.
You
What
don't
are we
get a
gonna-
response.
Can I? Is the door locked?
No.
He'll he'll open the door. He just wants to see if a chaos is in there.
You just see a Chaos's depressingly bare room and him asleep on the bed.
Oh, that's depressing.
There's some free weights in the corner.
do
and
I
you're like, is
see-
he in prison?
On the windowsill across, do I see any flapping skin in an open windowsill?
Skin flapping in the wind.
Yes,
Um,
actually, you see a small child's face and
Oh no!
and the spouses that we've seen in a flashback.
Whoa! Crazy.
No.
Written in
You do
blood on
not
the wall is
s-
just I did it. They don't know it, but I did it.
Thank God they never come in here.
I did it. Fuck off.
You do not see. This is a serious case involving a person who is skinning people alive. Anywho, you don't see any skin on the windowsill.
Okay. I'll just close the door.
I suppose we can just inform everyone else in the morning.
Yeah.
If you would like, I could keep an eye out on the house tonight.
I'll be fine. I just wanted to make sure that at least some people were aware of what's happening. Yeah,
Are you sure?
yeah, I'm sure.
All right.
Why is it only targeting you, though?
I mean, have you seen my skin? It's
I mean-
exotic and blue.
It is exotic.
I don't think that's what it is.
All the Vics so
That's
far have
strange.
just been like elves and humans, right?
And a dwarf.
And a dwarf, and then Swiftclaw. Okay, yeah, no, that's different.
Yeah, and
ones.
a shifter as well.
Okay, never mind. Well, I suppose we will deal with this matter in the morning then.
I have a question, Nate. Were any of these victims the same race as another?
Yes.
Yes. There are
There's been two humans.
2 humans, but that's the only time it's been the same so far that you.
But they've been different genders. The humans.
Yeah.
Could be a Noah's Ark of flesh.
Or a collector?
Alright. I am just trying to source out an MO.
You are, and I appreciate you for
Wait,
it.
hold on. Is the ark made of flesh, or is he just like
I'm-
collecting flesh?
You know, a man and a woman. I need their flesh. I need here's
Oh
my
gosh.
matching set of a human, man and woman, their flesh. And then I've got one elf. It's you know, you have to fill
Say
the
that-
ark of all the different flesh.
I imagine he's at like a water park in a small little floaty going insane.
Yeah.
This is my ark. It's for my flesh.
And he's like, "Oh, I saw an air genasi. I must have that flesh."
Stone, are you okay?
Yeah.
You want to say something?
Yeah.
No, it's just gross
Oh, it is.
to fucking imagine.
I'm gonna.
I warned you
go-
all before this
I'm gonna-
case.
I'm gonna.
I know,
Just
I
go to
know.
bed. I'm just gonna go to bed. Close the windowsill. Lock the windowsill. Lock my door. No, not lock my door, just in case things happen. Yeah. Go to bed.
I'm going to take my long rest sitting on the staircase, just watching.
Okay.
I'm gonna go into my room to take my rest.
Actually, I'm gonna freaking do this. No. No, he'll
Alright.
sleep.
Alright, and Case and Velveteen. I'm assuming Kay is just continuing to sleep, right?
Bitches, knock the fuck out.
I mean, I'm still just at a bar getting drunk off my ass.
Yeah.
What's that? You want to fight me? I'm just looking in a mirror. Look at you, you one-armed freak. Takes a swing at nothing.
Do you want to act out your time in the bar, Velveteen?
Why not, Nate? Why not? Like I said, I have only a bit of energy, and we're gonna put it here.
Alright, you are some depth into your mugs of ale at this point. Things are a bit tipsy for you right now. If you turn your head too fast, you swear you start to see doubles. And this whole time, you've noticed that there are a couple halflings in the Boromar clan regalia who've been kind of like looking back and forth towards you. You're not exactly sure what kind of look they're giving, if it's a ready to fight, one of concern, or one of like, just kind of like looking at the person who might fall down.
I'll down the drink I'm drinking. I'll look over them. It's how you said 3 or how many? Or I'm guessing
You're at the point where you're essentially drunk.
you think the 6 of you can take me, you sons of bitches?
But the 2 members kind of like just look at each other and look back at you. Alright. Listen, you don't want any trouble right now. You're not up for it. And we aren't up for it with our own day.
I mean, yeah, the day wasn't too good anyways. So, we found a dead body. So many dead bodies. How do you react to seeing someone with flesh missing?
I'm
And
just
a
here
heart.
I'm just here for a drink.
I'll get up. with my empty glass. I don't know it's empty, and I'll walk over and sit down next to them.
Okay, you're just here now. All right.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all. You know what it's like seeing someone miss their heart and then a shadowy figure just disappears?
No?
That's what happened to me today. It's not fair. I found out a military person died as well. And I'll slam the glass down. It's not fair.
I suppose so. That just sounds like another weekend down here in Khalistan.
Even in my drunken state, I recognize they're Boromirs, right?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. Do you guys mind? Because I don't remember where I'm going. Could you possibly get me home?
No!
Listen, I have Gil. It's okay. Or Gil, Jesus. I'm on another level, all right? I'm sleep deprived. I'm drunk. I don't know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Gold.
Pass out of the
whatever.
corner or try not to get robbed in the street.
You know what? Fine. I don't need you. I don't need either of you. Take their drink. Spill on the floor.
What the fuck?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought, you could get a nice help home, but no, someone's got to be an asshole.
Listen, bud. No one starts shitting this in. No one. You don't want Ilsa to go ahead and get upset with you.
Oh, Ilsa, gotta get upset with me? Really? And I'll take the second drink and also throw it on the ground.
Oh no.
Look at something real quick. Alright, with that, the halfling owner of the bar, Arana de Galanda, is gonna kind of like move up towards you and like one hand kind of like already like cleaning up the mess, kind of like looks up towards you. Oh, I'm sorry, is something wrong? Do you need some help there, sir?
No, I don't need help. The last time someone offered me help, they abandoned me. So what's the point?
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I don't need any help. Just at this point, just point me towards the door, and I guess I'll find my way home.
Here. Let me go ahead and don't actually go out right now. I'll help you get to the door real quick, and I'll see if one of the people here can help you out. Well, don't be poor thing. And she'll go ahead and like take you by one of your hands with both of hers, and arms kind of like raised up due to the height difference. Just start walking over to the door with you, and just kind of like help lean you against one of the sides. Oh, sorry, must not have noticed how far you were getting with work. This is my fault for giving you too much.
I mean, no, too much work. It's whatever. It's not like I. At that point, he's just like gonna start murmuring just gibberish to himself, like saying words and saying names of people who he's known in the past. Things I'll, deimmunate.
Okay. Alright, and eventually... Galen will notice as there is a knock on the detective agency's door. And, when it's opened up, you can see on the other side is just some kind of like random tall human man. He seems to have like a uh, he's wearing like badges for like a Sharn watch on his chest, but he's out of uniform and looks to be like well in his like 60s, and kind of like propping up Velveteen. Uh, eh, this where this one lives.
I'm muted. Hi. Galen will kind of snap, I guess, out of his state and go, yes, I can take care of him.
All right,
Get up.
make sure to get them some water or something.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Good night to you, and he'll just shut the door and be on his way.
Velveteen?
I imagine Velveteen at this point is just out of it completely. But I feel like, he'll say something. I'll do like a weird, like, trying to feel like, oh, I guess we did make it home. I got a little stumbly and bumbly, but can I sleep over? I'll just like point in the area where the couch is.
If that's really what you want, yes.
And then on the way over, before like you could just drop him on the couch, he'll just like kind of like look in your direction. It's Galen, right? Galen, is you?
Yep.
Okay. And then like as he goes to sit down, he'll just like, and this is before passing out. He's like, "You're clearly hiding something," and then just out like a light.
Galen will just like stand there, kind of like over Velveteen for like a few seconds. So fucking exacerbating. I'll walk back to the stairs, sit down, and re-enter my motionless state.
Alright. And so the night continues on. Galen,
Mm.
in your time here on the stairs, you think about these last few months here in Sharn. All the attempts to try to find this space, this ability to try to... All your time here is specifically in the detective agency. And you kind of like think about how Tresha herself has brought you along, but you don't really remember much work that's been done. You kind of like think about back to like your first case ever with all of these people here, and what an odd set of circumstances everything was there. From seeing like mutated creatures just destroyed and killed in front of you by an unknown presence on your way to face the Revenant's hand. The loose ends still left not fully unraveled. Then over to Velveteen. Your dreams of chaos, a swirl of things in this intoxicated state that your body is in, leaving you in a restless motion as you sleep on the couch, fidgeting and tossing and turning, unable to escape the past that has been done, all of the horrors that you have seen. Lila? I'd imagine you have a more relatively peaceful sleep, but you did experience something that you didn't expect to see, especially within your first few days here in Sharn. That might make it. I imagine it also makes it a little difficult to go to sleep at first, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, she was not expecting to see human flesh in a windowsill of the house she was staying in.
Yeah, coming here to be a chef, and instead you are immediately turned into a detective by someone you've never met, and that you're just forced to wing it. Very strange turn of events here.
Oh yeah.
Okay, as you continue to have your dreams of your past with your family on the farmstead. All of the wonderful days, as slow and cheerful as they were.
Lit.
At the same time, there would be moments of pause where you would hear like some kind of voice echo in the distance, calling with honeyed words to follow you somewhere else and to follow, to return to sender, to return what is owed. The blood for blood. And for Twister, and your night, with your also hard to fall asleep states before you eventually get into your actual sleep. In your dreams, you just remember your last conversation with your mother, who was very much against you continuing this line of work for the dangers you might be brought into. And as those words ring out, you remember and think about the item that was left for you, and just what dangers you might have gotten yourself into. Chased after some void, faceless figure with a knife throughout the rest of your night. Eventually you wake up and have like cold sweat running down you. But the morning comes for everyone, as uneasy as the night may have been, and you're free to go about your day now.
Did Tresh come back here?
You do not see Tresh back in the building.
Okay. Does Tresh have a room here?
You've only really seen Tresh kind of like crash and hang out in like the main room on the first floor.
I would imagine Akase is probably the first one up. He was the first to bed, and he's generally an early riser. Did you just find Galen on the staircase?
I think Galen would have been awake at that point. Elves only need to trance for 4 hours,
Yeah.
so Galen would be awake and just kind of standing in the kitchen.
Just finding you in the kitchen.
Like clearly, like it was in the act of trying to make coffee, but is just kind of standing there, like with a like cup of like ground coffee, and it just is like just kind of like staring at the wall.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I was standing here for like 30 seconds and you didn't move or...
Sorry, deep in thought. How are you? Did you sleep well? Did you find
Yeah.
any flesh in your windowsill? Because Twister did.
Huh. That is interesting.
Yes. So, that makes things... I don't know why it's like a modern coffee maker.
We just have a Keurig, like everything else
Oh,
is
sorry.
like Renaissance fair, but we somehow just have a Keurig.
Well, actually, the first Keurig was in 66 AD.
Jesus used a Keurig, trust me.
Yeah.
Turn
Yeah.
the water into coffee.
Yeah.
Um, he found flesh.
I know what I'm talking about.
Yes, it's
was
right here. It's in a Ziploc bag now, at least.
is do we know where it's from?
Theoretically, same Vic. So
Okay, so that means that could be potentially some kind of warning sign or an acknowledgement.
that was the thought of it. That is why I spent the night on the stairs.
Does that mean that they came in here while you guys were gone and I was asleep?
The window was open, right?
Yeah, Twister's window was
Oh,
opened up.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, tragically, I think we famously don't lock this front door. Considering how a random, like, out-of-uniform watch member walked in to deliver a drunk-ass Velveteen last night.
Oh, yeah, I saw him on the couch.
I think when we bought this door, because we remember we had to get it replaced, we didn't invest in a lock, which may be a
We
thing to
should.
look into.
Yeah, we may want to try to contact the locksmith about that.
That'll be the
Have
rest
you-
of this session.
Roll investigation to find a locksmith.
Do we go with like the 2
Um,
bolted lock or?
A deadbolt.
Have
I?
you seen Trash at all?
No, I've not. I kept an eye out.
Okay.
Why?
Just let me know.
No.
I needed.
Why?
Oh.
I just have to talk to her about something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like business?
Something to do with business, yeah. You want to roll an insight check on him?
I don't think I have to.
You probably don't have to, but for the fun of it, maybe he's
No,
he
because
knows.
because that's the one
Or
thing
he
you're like
just
good at.
That's true. He does actually have a decent charisma. Hi, sir.
I'm so nervous. See, that's why I didn't want to roll it. I know they're daggers, Nate. I watched the first episode back and read the captions to see that she has a line of daggers that she wears along her belt and a crossbow that she has hidden behind a cape on her back. Is that right?
Yes.
For
So
some
it's
reason, I
rolled an
believe
8.
you. Yeah.
I'll just have you know you both rolled an 8.
Yeah.
um,
Fine.
Just let me know if you see her, please.
Yeah, of course. I don't know if you're here for coffee.
I'll
It was
take
my-
some, yeah.
Turn according to the chore wheel.
Yeah, I'll take some.
oh,
Oh, that reminds me, I have to sweep it downstairs later.
We have set up so many weird things, but a lock on a door is like
I'll
low priority.
I'll
We
say
set up
that,
a kitchen in
Yeah.
one afternoon, but we're like
Yeah.
a front door lock.
I'll say at this
We have
point,
a
Twister.
wheel.
I'll say at this point, Twister's coming downstairs.
Oh, you survived the night.
Bags under his eyes,
Oh, not well.
hair tousled. He is a mess. Morning.
There's coffee.
Thank you. We'll just take it. He'll just take a drink. This'll do.
Later today, I was going to go talk to my work about the person, Swiftclaw. I don't know if I should do that alone, considering what happened last time. I don't know if we want, but I don't think we need the whole group.
Nate, question.
Yes.
When
Nate,
is my
answer.
shift? at the.
Okay, let's add to the fridge. Okay, we've got a chore wheel. Now we need a calendar with everyone's schedules on it. Okay, on
Pretty
this weekend I
much.
have to visit my son.
2 weekends from now, your son is coming over.
Oh yes, we need to be done with the face flaying thing by then. Otherwise, a bad time for all of us.
At this point,
Okay.
Lila will be
Velveteen,
coming
I'd
down
say
the
you're
stairs.
able to kind of like get woken up by the conversation now too. Okay.
Everyone's down here now.
Yeah.
When is Twister's next shift? Right now. Uh-oh.
I'd
no,
I'm
I'm late.
very sure Twister is more of like a evenings, especially like for like weekends kind of deal. So
Okay.
you're still a couple of days off.
Okay.
So it's like a Thursday? What day of the week is it?
It is day 5. Not day 5.
Day 2.
I actually did have.
It's day
Just
2 of
writing
our
down.
investigation.
Okay. Right now you'd be on 19 Travago.
Uh,
So
Travago.
you are 2 days. So
Hotel?
tomorrow.
So, June 19th. Got it.
um,
Jabako, come on, Nate, give us a real calendar, please.
I'd say this is the equivalent of a Thursday.
Okay.
Let's just go with that.
Good. Good morning, Layla. There's coffee.
Oh, thank you.
Good morning, Velveteen.
Velveteen, there's coffee.
Coffee, you say?
Looks like you need some water.
I mean, I may need some water, I may need some coffee. May need some of the magic pills you give people.
Well, we're fresh out of the magic pills you give people.
I'm implying
Are you-
aspirins, but I don't know if aspirins exist, Nate.
Well, the first use of aspirin was
Actually, 66 AD.
Everything was invented in 66 AD.
It was just one guy's like, wait a minute, I have so many ideas right now.
Listen, if the ancient Romans had like herbs that were highly effective contraceptives, then obviously there would have to be something Advil related herbal-wise too.
And you want to know when the ancient Romans were made?
God almighty. So, as I was saying, I am gonna go to work to ask about Swiftclaw.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
I want to know if this flesh has been left for any of the previous victims.
yes, Velveteen. While you were out, Twister was left some flesh on the windowsill.
I do not think we should take the flesh with us.
Can I
No,
see
we
the-
shouldn't.
Can I see the flesh?
And maybe, I don't know if we should mention it to other people.
No, it's not worth mentioning to other people.
Maybe
I don't know.
see if they were more paranoid before they died. Did any of them mention that they were like slightly paranoid before they died? Like any witnesses, any close family members?
We heard from Harris that the Sharn Watch had been talking to George like right before he went missing. Also, is this a left hand or a right hand? This
Hard to
palm
tell.
flesh.
It
It
is from
wouldn't
someone's
be.
palm.
No, because you would have distinctions like this would be left and this would be right. You'd be able
Yeah,
to
they-
tell from the palm.
They go in different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we all hold up our hands, does that help?
Everyone,
Spirit
we
fingers.
didn't see like your wisdom line, your laugh line, all these kind of
Yeah,
things.
can I do a palm reading?
What
of
is
this
this
palm?
thing called again? Like the Eye of Moon or something like that? I forget.
Oh,
Uh,
this palm's fortune is it's gonna have a bad time.
Live,
it's
laugh, love.
It's a
Galen's
left.
like-
Let's say it's a left hand.
Galen's
Okay.
like, this person's gonna live a long and healthy life.
See,
Wait
that's
a
your,
minute.
That's your lifeline. It ends abruptly right here where it's been cut off in your hand.
God.
So I don't know if we should mention the flesh to anyone outside of here.
Maybe just a heightened state of paranoia.
Well, that's what I'm going to ask. If I'm going to ask if there was any noticeable change in their behavior. I'll ask if they were seen talking to the watch or anyone suspicious. General questions to try to see what, if there's anything out of the ordinary.
Valid. Is there investigation that a lot of us should do? That is our best lead. And I doubt it would be convenient if we all just kind of showed up at your work.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't think we should have everyone come, but I don't think I should go alone considering what happened last time.
We should have a buddy-buddy system.
Well, then should we come up with some kind of something if you run into me?
Well, last time you spoke in my head. However, we don't know what type of other abilities this person has, so the only thing I noticed is that they couldn't be charmed. I don't know.
I mean
again,
I don't know. It's kind of an
I
elfy
think-
thing to charm us. But
An
hard,
elf
not
thing?
impossible. Yeah.
but like
I think if you were to like write it down, it would be like elves have resistance to charm and are immune to sleep. If you were writing it like a
But
a
it
stat
wasn't-
book or something,
but it wasn't just a resistance. It didn't seem to.
a full immunity.
Yeah, it seemed like it was some type of full immunity.
All right. So then, if it is me, then I guess my first word to you, if I were to approach you, should be in your head. Is that what we're agreeing upon?
How often can you do that? Do you have a limit on that?
Yes, I do. I can do that. Let's say. No, I can do it whenever the fuck I want.
Oh,
This conversation's starting to get real meta.
Oh wait, I can do it for 4 minutes now because we're level 4. Oh ho 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 ho, wee wee baguette.
So you can do it. You don't have a limit on it.
I don't, so I can do it whenever I want.
Okay. Good to know. So, yes. But also, again, I don't think we should be splitting up too much.
no.
Probably not.
And I don't think I should be going alone anywhere.
I don't think any of us should be going alone anywhere at all.
But I do agree that perhaps Twister should definitely not be alone.
I mean, we
So,
could all
yeah,
just kind
we
of.
did find- We did find the flesh in his room.
Do not walk on a keyboard. Do not do it.
Let him type.
No!
He has things to say.
Yeah.
He's gotta do business. He's gotta do business.
He's writing a novel. It's
Yeah.
called Jigga-bada-bada-bada, you know? 'Cause, you know, it's gibberish.
No, he's rapping. He's making a scat song.
Is there anything else that we should be doing while the case is doing that? Maybe. Did we say that we were going to talk to that dwarf guy again, more in depth, or is it?
We could go to that. I know, Velveton, you wanted to go to that warehouse.
I did, if that's okay.
Of course, the rest of us can go that direction since we can't really divide ourselves up anymore without leaving one of us alone.
I'll go with you to the warehouse. I wanted to go with the chaos, but
I mean,
I mean,
someone still needs to go with the chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go with the chaos.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you can see that. You can see their workplace.
Yeah, you can see that chef that yelled at me.
Gladly.
But they were looking for a chef over there, weren't they? And
They were, yeah, actually, they were.
that's why they yelled at you horribly.
Yeah, because you couldn't cook.
Weren't you the dishwasher?
I wanted to be a sous chef. They don't let me be a sous chef. I couldn't clean dishes properly. Stop laughing.
Oh,
He's
oh,
pouring Sharn
Velveteen.
out.
Oh, Velveteen.
Here, do you just want a raw egg? I hear that's a thing that helps.
Do we
Drink this.
have any?
Drink this.
I'll drink it. Am I just drinking raw egg?
Yep.
I
it's-
could cast Lesser Restoration, but I don't want to.
May I offer you an egg in this trying time?
Yes, and it was accepted.
Hand
Alright.
you a raw egg.
Velveteen, roll Constitution saving throw.
I got this, gamers. I'm really good at Constitution.
Ah,
Boom!
Yay.
Down
Alright,
that
at
shit.
21, you down the egg, and you do start to, like, over the next few minutes, you will start to feel a little less groggy. You might feel like maybe the proteins in the egg were able to help break things down better for you, but you're not so sure, like, the raw egg yolk is gonna be too helpful for you.
I think he'll be fine.
Alright, so we're being split off with Velveteen and Galen going to the warehouse where,
With-
I'm going with.
Velveteen, Twister,
Okay.
and Galen,
Yep.
and then
and then Lila and Chaos.
Chaos.
Okay. Let's go to the warehouse first then.
Where is it?
Where is the warehouse?
Warehouse.
Oh, it's a
There.
full moon.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah,
I'm
shout
a
out to
one-armed
young
vamp. I'm a
Frankenstein.
one-armed
Anywho,
werewolf.
Vampire's the other game.
I'll say
It is, yeah.
probably like before we leave, Twister will like get into his armor, and you see when he comes downstairs, the armor he currently has now is kind of like full plate armor, in that it covers his entire body. It's similar to the armor that the Lord of Blades wore, but it's different in that there's a sigil of falling water on his chest that radiates outwards in like these bluish lines, and yeah, that's his new armor.
Well, look who decided to be a snazzy dresser this morning. I'll look towards Galen. Might be giving you a run for your money.
Where's
No,
that?
he's a-
Where was that box with the powder in it? I'll touch it right now.
No, I'm pretty sure Galen is the better dresser out of all of us.
Thank you. You look nice.
Thank you.
Velveteen.
Or made it for me.
Oh, lovely. It's lovely craftsmanship. It's not personally my aesthetic, but I understand the vibe. As my son says, caught a vibe. And that's one of the moves the youth do, I believe.
All right.
I'm a cool dad.
You are a very cool individual. Dad, maybe.
What does that mean?
Well, I don't know if you're a cool dad
Hey,
or not.
Velveteen, you should probably stop digging yourself a further hole.
I don't know if they're a
Velveteen,
cool
with all
dad
the
or
things
not.
that you said while you were drunk last night, I think you may want to shut it.
What was said?
What did I say?
It doesn't need repeating, now does it? Let us go, shall we?
Alright.
This is some awkward air, and then Twister will head out.
I want to remind you that the area you're going to is the wealthiest spot and Sharn's towers, the only place wealthier being the Cloudtop district, which is literally in the clouds.
Uh-huh.
And you are wearing armor. Okay, it doesn't actually give the full Lord of Blades look, so.
No.
Okay.
Like, Glenn, not Glenn, fuck. Twister is, like, kind of wearing stuff that'll, like, partially cover it
Okay.
on top. So it doesn't, like, give the full, like, look. It just looks like he has, like, armor on under what he's wearing. Sort of. If you'll allow.
Yes, certainly. With this bit of cloaking, there
And
are...
he doesn't have the, helmet on.
Okay. So, all of you are able to make your way to back up unaccosted and without any worries to the warehouse where an incident the day before occurred that almost wiped one member out. The place is filled with as much boarded up windows as before, and it doesn't seem like there was too much work done, if any, to try to secure anything. You can easily make your way back inside. Nothing is locked, and the doors remained ajar. And again, there is the oddness to this place and how such a decrepit building could be here in the middle of a district that is known for hosting the most fine and wealthy individuals, merchants, and well-established travelers and soldiers all around.
Can I do a perception check while we're walking over there? Twister is a little paranoid, and he's gonna just want to make sure no one's following us, or is like giving us the same looks that Twister was being given when he went down back to his place from like one of the Sharn watch.
Okay, give me a perception check.
And Nate, you're saying this is the exact same place that Achaeus was mixed-stabbed?
Yes. That's the place you were going for, right? Oh no, this is a different warehouse.
No,
Sorry.
the warehouse.
Whoa,
The-
I was about to say.
This is like, I was like, that's a weird place. I thought it was like right next door.
No,
where
no,
George
sorry.
was murdered.
Yes, yeah.
That's my fault for getting them mixed up there.
I don't want to
Gosh,
get mixed
Why did I have
up.
multiple
was gonna start
warehouses
connecting
involved?
dots, and I was gonna go on a fucking tangent. Oh my god.
Okay, no, yours. Still here in lower Durant. Never mind. You don't have to make your way up. That's my
Okay.
fault. Redact a bunch of stuff right there. The perception check stays
I'm still
you are-
looking.
at it's still a very decrepit looking space. Windows busted up or missing. It looks like an even worse version of the detective agency when most of you first arrived. Larger space, and all you can see on the outside are a couple dozen rats that are kind of like scurrying in a cluster, eating away at trash, and the parts upon seeing you. With the perception check, you don't see anyone that seems to be giving you too much attention. Twister, you can see that there are people who give a glance at like the bits of armor you're showing, which is finer craft than most people here would ever see.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, you don't see any. You don't see any tales or anything necessarily. You do hear though that there is, for that 23, the sounds of rustling coming from within. It sounds like someone kind of like moving some stuff around or digging around on their own.
There's something inside.
Lovely. Do we want to investigate that, or and like enter stealth play, or
Good.
As
Well,
we
I'm not.
no,
Go ahead. Okay. I'm not that stealthy in this.
bro?
As we approach the warehouse, I know it's a warehouse, but would there be any like windows of like regular height? Not like, because I know warehouses like usually windows at the very top. Or like, since it's like a probably like worn down warehouse, like maybe holes in the side that we can peek through before going in.
The warehouse, like many buildings here, is attached to a smaller sub-tower within the tower. But yes, there are windows both on the main floor and the second floor to this particular building.
Before Velveteen runs off, I'm gonna cast and use Emboldening Bond on Galen and Velveteen.
I'm not running off though.
I don't know.
Just-
But
I'm
take
like,
Emboldening Bond. Do it.
I'll take the emboldening bond, but I'm not like, haha, I tricked you all. It's a Ponzi scheme.
Oh my gosh.
So, are we going in, or at least one of
I
us
mean,
two going
that's-
in?
I mean, that's
Would
what we
you-
came here to do.
Would you want to sneak in stealthily when Twisted, you want to stay outside in case they try to run?
No, because then I'd be by myself. I'm coming in.
Okay.
Okay, everyone who wants to roll stealth, please do so.
Let's fucking go.
Good.
D4. You got the D4.
What am I rolling? Stealth.
I am gonna cast guidance on myself.
Is emboldening bond not constant? Wow.
It's not concentration.
Duality of man right there.
Swear to God, if the God damn it, the goddamn fucking Iron Man sneaks in unseen.
I just, just so you know, it's still a 10.
Oh my gosh.
Still got a 10 on my nat 1. Just like consider that.
How did the guy with heavy armor get the best stealth?
I accidentally stepped on a rat, and I felt really bad about it. No, wait, don't make me step on a rat. I would feel too bad about the rat.
Stepped on a rat's tail.
Yeah.
I'm still stepping on a rat though.
Yeah, but you're not like squish.
It's also fair, yeah.
Okay.
So, Nate?
With that's now a total of 15 for Velveteen, 10 after some bonuses with a natural 1 for Galen, and a total of 20 for Twister.
That's like a group success.
Yeah.
A group success.
Yeah, a group 46, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
we got above 40.
Yeah, we're all in one big trench coat, right? What we decided.
As you all make your way inside, and it's not just a matter of Galen kind of like accidentally stepping on some shards of glass that make a sound, but even before that happens, you hear the sounds of rustling just stop. And then there's the crunch from Galen.
I open the door.
You open the door and you don't see anything of note within the space necessarily. There's no one here. There are like media attention bits on the wall of dried, caked up blood. And there is like a I gotta double check something real quick here just to make sure I got this one right. Okay, there is a space kind of like outlined in a way that does look like a person's outline, like that those look like a dwarves outline, kind of like in the middle of the floor, near some of these specks of blood on the wall.
I'm gonna cast borrowed knowledge on myself and give myself proficiency in perception. And I'm gonna look around.
Okay. What are you looking around for specifically?
If there's anyone here, if there's any clues that were left behind from the victim that was killed here, if there's any weird sounds, weird noises, maybe a secret passageway, perhaps, I don't know.
Okay. Some of that would actually be investigation more than perception. If you're looking
I'll
for,
investigate then. I'll investigate.
yeah, if you're looking for clues, that'd be investigation. If you're looking for a person, I'd say that's perception.
Actually, yeah, Twister's more worried about a person, so perception.
I'll investigate though.
I'll also investigate.
Do one of us want to help the other and give advantage, or do we both want to roll?
I'll help you out.
Okay.
I have faith in you.
Thank you.
I'll cast guidance on you.
Jesus, it's so many things
Roll
for me to get.
2d4.
It's too many d4s. Duality of man again.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and Galen, you're investigating for clues themselves, right?
Always.
I'll get to Twister in a second.
Oh no. There's just gonna be some dude Blair Witching in a corner.
Alright, Galen.
Yes.
You start looking around the area, canvassing the spots, and kind of like looking over to the area where the body was presumably left. You kind of like start eyeing around. There's not really anything left that's obvious. There's just like the random marks you see. There's not for this like the bits of blood. You don't know if it's time washing away, just eroding away, maybe some cleaning, some spots stained in, or maybe this was an intentional thing because you don't see anywhere near the same extraordinary levels of blood left over like the two scenes you've seen before. These seem to be as if somewhat more like the size of handfuls of blood just kind of like wisped onto one side or the other. You also kind of like start looking around, and you can see at the spots not too far from where the outline is that there's another bit of blood. This one a perfect circle, about like about 4 inches in diameter, all the way around, and as if there might have been something there that blood pooled around and then got lifted up.
In the first case, there was a goblet of blood, yes? Like a bowl. Would you say that the diameter of at least the like the bottom of that bowl is the 4-inch diameter?
That bowl was larger than the 4 inches.
Fucker! I mean, cool. I thought I was smart. Thank you, Nate.
No, you're still smart, don't worry.
I'm not. It's okay.
No, you're pretty smart. I'll say it.
You are.
I'm trying to make connections with like nothing. At first I was like, oh, it's the same place that Chaos got stabbed. Oh, one of those people was a dwarf, I think, if I recall correctly.
Ooh.
Anyway. Have you seen anything with
Okay,
a 4-diameter
and-
fucking circle?
Alright, and what was Velveteen doing right now, too?
Helping me.
I mean, I was helping
Okay.
them. So I'm just like over their shoulder. I'm like, oh, look at
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Magnifying glass. Both of us kind of like leaned over. We were fighting moments ago, and we're like, a case.
Blood in a diameter, you say?
Fuck this bitch. 10 minutes later, me and the bestie.
They're kind of like helping out as well to see if you can kind of like get an idea that this was either this might have been either something that was left over that could have had blood poured into it until it got to that excess that it started dripping out, or it could have been like some other object that was required by this killer for their kind of like ritual in handling each murder in some other fashion. Whatever it is, I feel like this might have been an important clue that was taken away already. Not Galen. Twister. I don't know how I got the two of you confused. Completely different names.
Well.
Any Twister? As you're doing your perception, kind of like looking around and trying to listen in on everything, it is quiet as a church mouse for the most part within this space. It is highly, it's almost eerie, kind of like silence. As if like the noises and goings-ons of the world outside dampen as soon as you get within this space. You don't know if that is a psychological effect due to knowing what transpired here. And as you're kind of like looking around, you hear the sound of someone stubbing their toe on the floor above, and just hear a fuck shit from a voice you recognize of Tresh.
Do I see Velveteen and Galen?
Yes. Right, they're doing their investigation. Something else of note for all of you is there are broken bits around the space as well, now that you're looking around, seeing this, looking for more clues, as if there was a struggle at some points, because there's some bits of dried blood. This might not have been the dump-off scene, it might have also just been the murder scene. As you're kind of like, both kind of like getting to that conclusion is when Galen's probably turning to look at you.
Not me.
As Twister's looking to you. Well, I did it again somehow!
We're so similar. We're
What-
both air genasi's.
Yeah,
What-
we're both air genasi.
What are you pointing at, Twister? What is the
Upstairs. Someone. There's, I'm whispering. There's someone upstairs.
do we see stairs?
I think it's trash.
Why would,
yeah,
would
there are
Trish
some
be here?
There are stairs leading upwards that you can see.
Were there windows up on the second floor?
Yes.
I think we should have someone go outside. Because I'm afraid of Tresh leaving.
I'll go outside.
Do you want me to see if I can get upstairs all quiet like?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll attempt it.
I'll go. I know where the noise was, right? Like, do I know under wherever?
Sounded like it came like just like maybe a little bit just above you, maybe a bit more centered within the building.
Okay. I'll go with Velveteen. I won't give him 2d4, I'll give myself a d4.
Damn.
I'm going outside. I just leave. Like,
Just
peace
like-
out. No, Tresh is here. Oh, awkward. Bye.
No, I'm good. No, it's fine.
All
We're
right.
waiting outside. Okay, you want me to roll that stealth, Nate?
Do I have to stealth for getting outside?
Yes, if you want to try to, everyone who wants to try to roll stealth now to try to get the better.
Ah, there's the there's where it is.
Mm-hmm.
9 and it's 12.
The person going outside just walks
Oh
outside.
wait, sorry, I get a D4 as well. So, it's actually two.
Oh,
All right. All of you kind of like do your best right now. There is still some.
I mean, you can, Achaeus. In my heart, Achaeus is here.
and Lila.
And Lila.
You two go ahead and begin your ascent up these stairs.
Yes.
As Galen makes their way outside to kind of like get a look of the floor above. And
Mhm.
as the two, as Wolfwood and Twister make their way at the top and kind of like
Wolfwood?
look out.
Yep, Nate, yep.
What did I say this time?
Wolfwood.
Wolfwood.
That's fully wrong game. Not even Nixon.
Twister.
Same person.
Twister, we need to head upstairs
you're
quietly.
I'm fine. I swear, I'm not tired at all.
You're really like having a time.
I'm just bad with names.
Well,
Twister, let me tell you about my wife and the women I've slept with.
Shut up.
All right,
I mean, they're
Twister
both
and Achaeus,
human.
Twister and Lila. Sorry, Twister and Velveteen.
Yeah, there it is.
All right, you two got like
Clinton
make,
Deckard.
make your way to the top of the stairs and look out before you to the hallways and the empty rooms, and you don't see anything.
Ooh, you know what I'm gonna do?
Just like having a smoke break outside, I guess. Just like vibing against the wall.
Can I? Do I see Tresh?
No, you do not see Tresh.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Locate Object on Tresh's crossbow.
Locate object does not take hold.
Because Tresh doesn't have the crossbow.
So, start with wrong voice. So she's not up here, or she moved?
I'm gonna start looking around.
Okay. You begin to kind of like look around, and as you do, you kind of like peer into a room, and from your angle, you're able to kind of like noticing Tresh kind of like just 1 foot out, getting ready to go outside a door, looking back right at you. On the other side, Galen just seeing Tresh try to scoot out from the back down.
You having fun there? It's really, the stealthiest of poses. Is a full, like, extended, almost split.
It's
Oh,
it's
thank
not-
goodness it's just you.
You want to tell us what you're doing at a crime scene?
Investigating is part of the job we all took up.
Oh, this is true. They did also take this job from their
Yeah, they did.
friend, who is definitely their friend.
Just friends.
Oh.
Also,
so,
how
know,
did you hear? Like, Velveteen was, like, talking so loudly.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Like, how did you not hear? Velveteen was, like, talking the whole time. How did you not
it's like
tell it
walking
was
up the
us?
Stairs, yeah.
Listen, I'm halfway out a window right now. Can we go ahead and just have this conversation inside a room?
I mean, it's your choice. You're halfway out.
I'll help Tresh out the window.
Out the-
Or we'll
out-
back in.
Bye!
Bye! No, I'll pull Tresh back in. I'll help
You
Tresh
haven't
back.
been kind to me on occasions.
Alright, Trish will take your hand and kind of like, you help pull her inside the room. I imagine, Galen, you make your way back up as well.
I suppose we should catch each other up then on the case that we've been working on, since we haven't, seen you in like 24 hours.
I've been busy with my own leads right now. Didn't get the chance to.
Right, because the best
ta-
way to solve a case is to all divide and conquer and not, share our knowledge together to, come to the case faster.
I feel
I've
like
been
not
too
telling us
busy to be able to make contact with y'all. I apologize. Shall we
I'm
compare
casting
notes?
Detect Thoughts.
What type of spell is Detect Thoughts?
All of them.
I mean,
What do you mean?
let me.
It's divination.
all
Okay.
of them.
Divination. Sorry. Detect Thoughts does not take hold onto Tresh.
Okay. So, Share, what do you have?
All right. There
Nate,
are, as of no. Sorry, go ahead.
do I see a crossbow on Tresh's back?
No.
Okay. Cool.
All right. There were 6 victims who were found in different orders. Most likely, they were not found in the same order that they were killed because some investigations they seem to find the bodies well after decomposition took hold, and some very soon after. Very same style of work, no face, random bits of body and skin removed, and the heart always taken out as well. Some bodies drained mostly of blood as well. No understandable MO. There is nothing linking any of the victims together. They don't know each other. They don't have any similar descriptions and any sense to each other other than they are all citizens of Sharn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming it's about the same for y'all.
Is the 6 including the one that was found yesterday?
Yes.
Okay, yes. Then I believe we're on the same page. And because you're obviously here at George's crime scene.
Yeah.
Well, did you find anything out about how the victims were acting beforehand?
I've only gotten the chance to talk with families and friends of a couple of the deceased yesterday. It was that and some other leads that ended up being dead ends. That took me most of last night. All these people, some of the bodies aren't being left too far from each other, so there's a chance that the dumping ground might be somewhere within here and Dura itself. Or at least like the killer's own operating space, but with the victims themselves, I was able to talk with the family of Eliza Trenton, as well as George Lamplight as well. George was... I'll get to him in a minute, actually. Eliza, and she was the first of the victims found, but she was probably one of the later half. Her body was almost bones by the time it got discovered. She was dumped into a street within Middle Dura, and same deal with her. And when her apartment was investigated, it was covered in a large pool of blood, as if that replaced the paint. And just left on one side as if as a bit of a joke, or who knows what, was just a tiny smiley face.
Oh.
Before this
Cute.
event, it was known that she was feeling nervous and didn't really reach out to anyone about it. Just that everyone understood there was something worrying her. George, also known to be pretty worried about something. He just lost his house and his job, was on the streets but spending what coins he had at a tavern. So no family per se was able to talk about him, but he had some friends. And he mentioned how he was at first taken in by the Watch as a suspect in the deaths of both Elisa and Karma. Which I found to be an oddity itself, as Eliza was just known as a Jane Doe at the time, and not actually publicly announced to be found.
Hmm.
He was found in an alley by and shortly after, he also had his own worries and dreads about someone chasing after him. This was actually spoken out, but he refused to go into the Watch after finally being realized to be innocent. He just had a extreme, understandable distrust. And that's all I've got.
Hmm.
Can I make an insight check?
Certainly.
You have the D4.
Do. I'm not good at insight. Particularly. Good job.
This is a room. She's saying
Yeah.
words in a room.
Got a
Sure,
total of 4.
I'll
Hey,
insight
hey,
as
I
well.
got a fucking 11. Leave me alone.
Okay, hold on.
Oh,
Hey, I
yeah,
got
you.
5,
Sorry,
come
Velveteen
on.
got.
Yeah.
Velveteen got a
the-
5.
Yeah.
I'm here, just not here.
Galen 11, and Twister a 19. Alright, what are you all trying to glean?
That she's evil and a murderer.
I want to know if she's left out anything. If there's more to the story than she's letting on.
Do those shoes look comfortable she's wearing? I don't know.
I don't know. Can I insight check her daggers? Which one looks evil? Is like
Also,
I'm
thank
the
you,
evil,
Stone.
stabby, paralyzing one.
Galen and Velveteen. The two of you are having a hard time reading Tresh right now.
Oh, I'm on the fucking same plane of existence as the fucking that one.
Right
Twister?
here, it hurts.
You're kind of like watching Tresh's movements and paying attention to the way she speaks, her choice of words, all of these different mannerisms, and kind of like looking over everything. You don't. You see a worried look at times, now where you can see Tresh go to say something, but then just kind of like withdraw from that instead, and kind of like go on with some different information as well.
You know, I think we should sell some of the stuff that we know. I mean, most of the stuff is like we've found out most of the things that you have found out at this point. But the question I have is, why are you withholding information?
And
If you're gonna help us in this investigation, you want to figure out who did this. It's probably best to tell us everything.
I don't have anything more that is useful to you right now, Asal.
That's bullshit, and we both know it.
Oh, sorry. Have we not unlocked that part of the conversation yet?
We don't have a friendship level high enough. You want me to cast a spell? I'll cast a spell. I'll do it.
What's... You're not gonna try to force the truth, are you?
I mean, if it's going to require force to get you to tell us the vital information to solve the case that we're doing for the company you put together, then perhaps.
I don't have anything else that can help you identify who the killer
Insight
is.
check.
Go
Okay.
and roll another insight.
Well, then what
I'm gonna
other
friggin'
information?
D4
You
that.
put so many
21.
specifications on it.
Also, you're helping out someone who you clearly knew in your past, and you're gonna withhold information from the people.
Does she know anything?
It's weird.
Twister, you're looking over with that 21, and you can see that there is a nervousness and a desperation to Tresh, but more of like, please don't press. There is a growing intense look, but not one of a fighting kind of demeanor, one of a worried demeanor.
Like if we
For all
know,
of you.
like if we know she thinks something bad will happen to us.
Hard to tell. Hard to tell in that regard. That's up to your interpretation.
Fine then. If you don't want to say anything, then I guess we can reveal that I might be the next victim.
Since
Oh,
we are
shit.
getting death threats. Yes.
Hmm.
A piece of skin was left on my windowsill.
You didn't remove it from your jacket.
No.
Just like hung up right here, like, ooh.
Why
I
do you
did-
have that?
In case questioning came up.
In case we found someone who was being suspicious and not being truthful, and we have to reveal our cards to know that we're going to be safe around said person, probably. You know, who knows?
Because if I keep it in my breast pocket, it might stop a bullet, like you know how one would keep a Bible.
Wait, a Bible?
Yes.
Mm.
I'm okay. Listen, I'm sorry I don't have much more information to give. I've had to hire people like you for this because I'm not the best at plain simple looking around investigation. Y'all found me very easily, it seems. I'm a knock down doors and handle business kind of person, typically.
And that's why you're here in this building? What were you looking
changed
for?
your something's changed for old friends.
Oh, yes, your old friend.
Why are you
Why'd
here
you put that in quotes?
Oh, because you two totally have sexual tension that has been unresolved.
Very much so, very much.
I hope you resolve
Yeah.
it at some point, for your own sake.
Wow,
Leaving
that's
those-
correct.
One night fling
Leaving
thing.
those bottle feelings up is not a good thing.
We all saw it.
Do you need a hug?
No.
Don't offer them a hug. They might be
That is-
suspicious. What's wrong
Why?
with you?
Anyway, what were you here for?
I mean, obviously
Trying
to
to-
investigate the case.
Trying to find something, anything.
Then what do you think that blood circle down there is about? Because
Couldn't tell
presumably,
the
look,
item couldn't tell the item per se.
Mhm.
The only obvious thing is that it is something cylindrical in nature itself, just by the shape. Maybe a tube of some kind, a flask maybe.
be a large flask.
Can I look out the window and see if there's anyone like watching or anything like that? The warehouse.
You don't see anyone watching right now. You just continue to see like the ordinary comings and goings of the different people of Lord Dura.
Okay.
Well, trash. One question then. Is
What's
the Is this item that we have received an indication of danger on behalf of our friend Twister? Not on behalf of, but directed towards.
Everyone was spooked by something before they met their end.
Hmm.
Maybe they got a similar gift such as this.
Have you... I don't know if you've been to many of the other crime scenes. Have you found any red powder?
Kind of powder. Red. Any other characteristics to it?
You touch it and it makes you want to kill the nearest person to you.
Oh, I haven't seen any. You don't have any on you, do you?
Insight check? What the fuck? Can you
Yeah.
say it more sus, please? Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Come on,
Yeah.
big brain. Come on, Velveteen, pay attention. He's there.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
Galen.
You have a D4. You have
Galen,
a
you
D4
little
still.
dipshit.
Yay! I'm paying
Hey, you're
attention.
paying attention.
Yeah.
No, that was a totally normal way to phrase asking that question. Yeah. Oh, cocaine? Have you seen any recently? Do you have it on you?
Yeah.
You have like a
totally,
little
you
white
know?
bag, you know. I just want to see what it is.
I'm just curious.
All
I've
right.
seen it before.
Oh, it's just normal. It's whatever. It's fine. It's whatever.
Okay, so each and every one of you are able to understand and see that there is a great panic and Tresh right now. It is not of a, hey, give me the goods. It's a, what the fuck did you get yourselves into kind of panic.
So that is a you don't know about it, or you do and you are just
There is a note of recognition after, like, you mentioned some of the traits to it.
So yet another thing you knew about and not gonna tell us.
there were traces of it, I believe, in both the tailor's shop and in a sewing box found in the same crime scene as the human dude whose name I know. Roger. I don't know what his name is.
Also,
Heron.
and also in a box that was supposed to be received by someone else who showed up as I finished looking at it.
Oh, yes, and it's the person that almost killed Achaeus yesterday.
What the fuck? Achaeus? Is Achaeus okay now? What this
I mean,
person look
emotionally? The person is a shape changer or changeling. It is. We are unaware at the current moment. The forms that I have seen them take are of a nondescript half-elven man that is not the same nondescript half-elven man that was murdered the other day, and me.
And if you know something, you should probably let us know at this point.
I'd love to tell you everything right now. You see Trish kind of like start looking around and peer beyond you all to like the outside, and then kind of like get back to a gaze going between the three of you. Later is on some of these things. Right now, though, that substance you have is extremely dangerous. That is... that's a chemical that... Have you all been reading the Sharn Sentinel, any of the papers around here?
I mean,
I mean,
yeah, usually.
I read the comics.
I have to spend my morning doing something waiting for these layabouts to wake up.
The Garfield ones are hilarious. It's a cat who eats Mondays.
Well, then Galen, you would remember a story involving a certain little person that hired us who had to help manage a recent drug bust in Tavik's Landing. What wasn't said is that they busted for that kind of drug. they sealed it away, but they haven't let anyone near it. And in fact, our good friend Yana
Mhm.
kind of kept away and out of the dark for some of this herself.
Great.
That's a side project that she was also hiring me for that I wasn't ready to tell you about. Found out what the hell the watch is hiding from her.
A lot of things, apparently. We're going to invest in getting a lock for our office.
It was never. I just assumed y'all put one in.
You know, I did too, but I think that was Tones' thing, getting the whole Dora situation fixed. So I'm going to use Tones as the scapegoat for that one because they aren't here to defend themselves. Do you want to go somewhere more private to talk? We can head back there.
There is nowhere private for the conversation I will have to have with all of you, and it would have to be everyone together.
All right.
Okay.
Night when it's safe, I promise you.
Oh.
Sorry, my finger is covered in blood.
Is it fake blood?
Yes, it's fake.
Okay. Okay.
Is Tresh gonna pinky promise with me, or is she just gonna leave me hanging with my
Okay.
stupid little pinky out?
Gonna do like a
Promise.
group pinky promise. Or
Oh, yeah?
Like, all
Gotta-
my fingers.
Alright.
Let me get in there and get some of that.
Things got sped up a bit more than I expected on this. I was gonna let you all know these things, I promise.
I believe you. I have more questions for you later. It'll wait until tonight.
Right. I have to get back to checking on some guards and other affiliated members now.
Oh, lovely. They're all assholes.
Oh yeah, most of them are.
Oh, you should probably know that the guards that came to get the most recent body were from
Central Plateau.
Central Plateau, not Lower Dura.
Oh, so that's one of the cells, maybe.
Hmm.
Ignore that statement, please. I'm not the best at this stuff. I didn't mean to speak out loud there.
No, yeah, I'm totally ignoring it right now.
You're not ignoring it. Okay.
That's
I'll
Sorry.
just head out now. And
Sorry, how
Trash
did
Grab
you
like
spell
turns
that again?
around and leaves.
I believe there's a G right there. Would that be
Hmm.
listen?
Yeah. Now that we've talked for about an hour and a half.
Should we head to the where KS works, or should we just head back to the?
I think let's just head home.
I
Okay,
believe
okay.
we should just head back home.
Because, I mean, the thing is that, like, I think AKS works tonight. It's on the calendar, on the fridge. So,
Yeah.
if we're just, like, there being like, oh, we'll all walk home together, then we have to wait until the end of KS's shift, and then...
Very true. I have to
That'd be a
take,
whole
awkward.
thing. Yeah, I get it.
I have to take the trash out and make sure everything is taken care of.
They'll yell at Velveteen again. I'll be seen there.
I gotta make
whole
sure.
Okay. So, as you all make your way back,
Star wipe.
well within another spot of Lower Dura, KS and Lila, you are heading to the Calico Charade. The cabaret club that KS has, within a couple of months ago, found a second job at that honestly probably pays better than the first job.
You need
Uh,
some money.
Yeah. You make your way inside. It is the middle of the day, so there's not really any business going on at the moment, just cleaning and preparation work. And
Yeah.
as
I would assume it'd probably open at like late morning. It's usually when like places like that open. We good? We're going?
sorry, just okay, yeah, you kind of like make your way inside after kind of like people who one of the bouncers who knows about you kind of like sees you, lets you and Lila in. and you can see like at first one to notice you as you come inside is the Earth sign shifter known as Sweet Tooth, who typically handles the bar. Oh, welcome in, case and associate. What are you
Would
all
they know
doing?
about my second job? Or my second job, the detective.
I'd say
My
like
secondary job, the main job of this campaign, the detective job.
I'd say a few people here know about it, and Sweet Tooth is one.
Okay. The case is also like dressed up nice, in like his nice dark purple like 3-piece suit. And he'll be like, "Good day. I just have a few questions. Me and my associate Lila are looking into a case that seems to have a connection with someone here, or someone who was here."
So it's true about what happened to Swiftclaw then.
From what I understand, yes. I believe Lila was the one who heard them, who overheard that something had happened to them.
It's unfortunate. Always unfortunate, these cases.
Can you repeat
Always,
that?
always unfortunate, these cases.
Yeah. it
What
is.
information do you need?
I was wondering if there was anyone who would know more about Swiftclaw before their disappearance, or perhaps if you noticed anything out of the ordinary with them before they disappeared, or if they said anything to you or anyone else.
I know shortly before she went missing, she seemed disturbed by something. She also...
Did-
She never really told anyone as far as I know what particular, other than there was some regular here, some human man that approached her, gave her something, and that seems to spook her. No one knows what it is, though.
Do you have a description of the human man?
Yes, about I'd say... I get a good look from the bar. Not too tall, probably about average height. He had like a medium length blonde hair. Looks a little disheveled. The eyes look like those you can see from Dreamability Addicts. They were kind of like all over the place. He had some more ragged clothes, so it was curious how someone like him even got in here in the first place.
Yeah, that is curious.
He got kicked out by one of the bouncers soon after, but that's the best look I've got. I got at him as far as I could remember.
And when did this happen? How long before her disappearance?
It's been a month and a couple of weeks. As far as about a month, yeah.
And that was before her disappearance or up till now?
The gift was 2 weeks before her disappearance.
Okay. And did she seem off after that? Did she seem
Yes,
nervous?
very off.
Hmm.
Again, she never said exactly what was wrong.
Do you know anyone who was closer to her? Maybe close friends or family?
Certainly, there's a couple of other uh, of the floor workers who we can talk to, and you'll kind of like write down a couple of names to you. And some other like workers here who have different shifts than you that you don't really have too much knowledge of.
Okay. I have another question about a client. Do you know much about the half-orc trash?
Oh yes, the drunken ass kicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about him?
I recall seeing her talk to Swiftclaw. I wanted to know if they perhaps had any what their reason for it, or if you knew anything about them that I don't know.
Last time I remember seeing Tricia was, I guess, a few days before Swiftclaw's disappearance. They tried to call her over. We seemed to get into some kind of argument or something.
Trash and Swiftclaw?
Yes,
Hmm.
I really catch what was said.
Okay. I can't think of any more questions I want to ask. Lila, do you have anything?
No, I believe that's it. Can't think of anything else.
Okay. Did they write down the shifts of the other people that I would the list of people? Did he write down the shifts of them as well?
Yes.
Okay. I think that's all we need. Thank you. I will be back tonight for my shift. Are there employees lockers?
Yeah, there are well, it's not necessarily lockers, but there's like a dressing room space and like some other, like a green room in the backstage where like the employees typically hang out, get ready either to work or get out of work or just take their breaks.
Is there any like specific spaces that all the employees have to themselves, like a locker, or like cubby or something?
Yeah, but it'd be based off of shifts because of limited space, so there'd have to be like, there's like 20 spaces there, and like, some people, because of how the shifts line up, manage to keep one going on throughout, but some have to take their stuff and only use it while they're working.
You just put a lock on the locker, and then you can just keep it for the rest. Would I know if Swiftclaw had one of those?
You wouldn't know that off the top of your head.
Okay. I will bid farewell to the person that I was just told the name of and definitely
Sweet
forgot
Tooth.
it. Sweet Tooth. I will bid farewell to Sweet Tooth, and I'll head back to like the where those would be. Would there be any way I would be able to tell if one of them was Swiftclaw? Is the next question. Or if Swiftclaw had one or left anything anywhere.
Yeah, you kind of like look around, and after asking another person nearby, you pointed to where Swiftclaw's locker was, but since she was no longer working here after the disappearance, the space was kind of like cleared away for other workers.
Okay. Okay. Could I is my manager in? Is my boss in?
Yeah, she usually just stays within here, except for on more like weekend nights or like special events to go visit other places. But yeah, Sarah Grassweaver goes ahead and spends most of her time within the building in her office space.
Okay. I will go to her office and knock on it.
Hello there, Case and new friend.
This is my associate, Lila.
Oh.
Hello there.
We are looking into Swiftclaw's disappearance and murder.
So it was murder after all.
From what I understand. I was wondering if you had any I was wondering if you had any records of where she lived, like an address.
I don't necessarily have records of my employees' residences, but I do know where they all live, yes. Her space was not too far from here. It's just a couple blocks down the street. It's a space I helped find for her, as well as I do for some of the other people that come through here.
Okay, could you write down specific directions so that we can go investigate it?
Okay. Certainly, and she'll go ahead and write down like the address and like which residence specifically to go to. Good luck on your investigation there, Case. I hope you've
Thank
been,
you.
I hope you've been able to remember some of our conversation from before.
I do. It left me with some things to think about. But thank you for this. Lila, is there anything you want to ask?
I understand you have a kitchen staff.
Yes.
Are you by chance looking for a chef?
We typically hire shifters to help them get themselves situated here, but you don't look like you're from town.
I'm
Sure, I
lost.
can go ahead and check in on an opening for you.
That would be lovely.
How much experience do you have within a kitchen?
I've dabbled.
All right,
Made
well,
some
have
good
you
spaghetti
started
last
in?
night.
Have you started in as dishwashing and as you learn around the kitchen, understand all the tricks of the trade, maybe you'll be able to get bumped up. I
That
look
would be
forward to
lovely.
your work here.
Okay, well, you can follow up with that. once
Nice.
we are done, perhaps.
Yes.
I guess getting your investigation. It's more important than kitchen staff right now. Help you find whoever is responsible.
We will try. See you this evening. And I will leave.
If you where are
I'm
you
assuming
all
we're just
going?
gonna.
Yeah, where
I'm
you two
assuming we're
going?
just gonna head back to the office. We'd probably beat the others there.
Yeah, you had a less conversation needed, so you'll arrive a few minutes before the rest of the party.
Quite a bit less conversation. Yeah, so we okay then we just
Hello.
hang around
I mean, yeah.
till they come
Alright,
back.
but
Okay.
yeah, the rest of the party arrives not too soon after you, and you are able to reconvene.
In a case's head, I go, hello. I didn't forget.
Thanks.
We found Tresh.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was she doing there?
Investigating the crime scene.
Because the watch lady, I forgot her name already.
Ayana.
Ayana hired all of us, including Tresh.
Well, yeah, I think her main goal was trash for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Tresh basically knows more than us, but is refusing to tell us things until the time is right to tell us things. Tresh knows about the red powder, knows it's incredibly dangerous, quote unquote, and that it's some issue that is happening within the Sharn Watch with Ayana again. That was, I mean, basically the relevant information. Talked to some of the families, apparently, of the people. Everyone was worried right before they were, well, not right before they were found, but before they died. Before they were last seen.
Yeah.
Did she mention Swiftclaw at all?
No, not at all. The only two she mentioned digging into specifically were Eliza and George. Why?
She was seen at my workplace talking to Swiftclaw a few days before she disappeared, and apparently they had an argument about something.
Lovely.
The level of trust at this point is
Minuscule.
not there at all.
Completely shot.
They want to have a big talk with all of us to kind of explain things somewhere that's safe, i.e. here, I suppose. Not at all the safest place ever. To just...
Because we don't even have a lock.
we can work on it. It's noon. We have the rest of the day to get a lock on the door. And 6 keys cut.
Don't forget operative squeakers.
Operative Squeakers doesn't need a key. There's enough holes in the side of this stupid building.
True.
We need to
True.
make sure he locks the door behind himself if he leaves.
Oh,
One of us forgets.
It's gonna take even longer to get doors for all of those little mouse holes. He's really turned this into Swiss cheese. Get it? He's a rat. Rats like
No.
cheese.
It-
And
it-
anyway,
it was
You explain
hilarious.
the joke, it's not great.
So
I could quit.
So
That was mainly it. We found some stuff at the crime scene, but not anything Really, that we didn't know?
Yes. The crime scene, it looked more so like it itself was the murder scene than just the dumping spot. And there was also a circle, like a vessel was being filled with blood or something while there. Yeah, I mean, the biggest concern of all the things is that Tresh knows things that she doesn't want to tell us because we haven't earned it yet. We haven't unlocked that.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
upstairs. I'm gonna go to my
Bye.
room.
Oh, bye.
Okay, bye.
No, I just wanna check
Bye,
if
Betsy.
anything else is there now.
The right palm is in there now.
No,
We just don't see Twister ever again.
he's going up by himself.
I feel like it's worth mentioning that, according to one of my coworkers, that during one of her shifts, Swiftclaw was given something that we don't know what by a human man who was about average height with mid-length blonde hair. How is his eyes described?
They all over the place as if like the reminder being that of person who takes a lot of dream lilies, so you'd also understand it to mean probably also like blood shots or otherwise all over this place.
Okay. He looked like he was a regular user of dream lilies. He gave her something and it freaked her out. And she was very on edge until she disappeared. We don't know what he gave her, and he was immediately booted from the club.
Interesting.
Right.
So, not to make you a little more paranoid, Twister, but
I mean, Tresh's reaction to hearing of the skin wasn't good either.
Yeah, she said along the lines of, "Oh fuck." Twister saying, screaming from upstairs.
Look how we can steal
Sounds
you in
about right.
conversation.
There's like a giant hole in the floor.
I mean, these walls are probably made out of spit wad and toilet paper, let's be honest.
Yeah.
With mouth holes everywhere.
Yeah.
I feel like putting a lock on the door is gonna like be like putting a band-aid on like my decapitated arm.
Yeah.
Anything in my room?
You don't find anything changed within your room.
Cool.
Everything is as you left it, and you look at the window and try it, and it's shut, and imagine locked, so that you can't even open it.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
there's nothing left around.
Okay, I'll head back downstairs. Everything is as I left it.
I feel like that's a cue though for all of us to go check our rooms again, because we were all gone again.
Yeah.
And you
I
all
did
Probably still
leave.
there.
So.
Go check my
That's-
room.
you know, we all opened the door at once, and yeah.
3, 2, 1.
none of you will find anything unusual within your room that is not already something you know about.
All the normal unusual stuff. in
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
Nate, is my super secret stuff still in there?
Yeah, Nate, it's all the faces that I'm keeping hidden from my.
They're not faces, okay? It's all the Garfield.
It's the
Are
right
the
one.
bodies of my wife and spouse still on your head?
God.
I like pull
No,
out-
they've actually started walking away. You see the
Oh,
footprints.
fuck.
Oh god.
I like to imagine like I'm looking at like a box and Galen walks by. What's in that box? Nothing. It's not important. It's just Garfield
Oh,
comics.
see, I was imagining that you fucking like decoupaged your entire fucking wall with Garfield comics. It's just fucking
crazy. Yeah.
It just reeks of fucking like Mod Podge and newspaper print.
This is why I'm
You
pushing
just
super
suddenly,
hard
like,
for
start
lasagna
eating-
all the time.
Yeah, you just start eating lasagna all the time. You get a fursuit that's just Garfield.
Oh my god. So we don't have anything. So
No,
it's
you-
still just Twister.
Yeah.
Twister is the only one of you who has ever been presented something within the room so far.
So why is it you?
Presented something within the room so
Why
far.
is it me?
Is there something you're hiding from us potentially? I'm not accusing. I'm just asking.
I don't know. Velveteen's very
Presented something
accusatory.
within the room. It's very specific.
Velveteen is, but no,
No,
there's
just
nothing that I can think of that would make me a target.
Insight check.
All right,
Do we
I
still have
mean,
that D4 by the way, or is
No.
it?
no, it's gone.
Fuck.
Damn it!
Do I have to roll something?
I mean,
Deception, because you're
He does.
lying.
yeah, you're lying. Get that nat 1, please.
You want me to roll? I'll roll. Freaking roll. I think it'd be this because
Oh fuck.
Twister genuinely thinks that there's nothing that would make him a target aside from like his race, maybe. But
What about your family? Is there anything about them that would potentially stick
Well,
out?
what? No. Well, my dad's missing. Gone. Was MIA because of the war.
I'm sorry for your loss.
It's rough, but. And my mom, well, me and my mom don't talk a whole lot, but I don't think there would be anything that would make me a target because of her.
Hmm.
Anyway,
I mean, maybe that's because for the most part, from what we've gathered about everyone else, is that they were just normal, kind of somewhat miserable people. Not miserable personality-wise. But they
Thank
were just like
you.
upset. Sorry. I mean, they were just people. George was what, accused of being one of the suspects for the murder of the first two, but everyone else is
Yeah.
just like a tailor. And
A
like,
club worker. They're not even from the same areas of the city, right?
which
They're
then makes it
even-
even weirder that it's you.
they're even different races aside from the human, but they're one's male, one's female.
An arc. 2x2.
I will give so many subs if it's just because they're gathering skin because of an arc.
Trying to build
I'm
an
not-
arc.
Alright, time
okay,
to
I'm not saying
change
it's
up
for-
the whole thing.
Arc.
I'm not saying it's for like an arc. I'm just saying that like, you know, they're like they're a little freak that wants like a weird collection of like, I need skin of all of the different
They're a
species
collector.
in Eberron.
I'm making a blanket that no one's gonna want to use.
My quilt. My
Oh my
face
gosh.
quilt. I've got
Listen,
two human faces, an elf.
You can have my face as a quilt.
Oh my
It just
God,
needs to be a corner piece.
Okay. The corner pieces are the most delicious.
Anyway,
So what do we do now?
so that face
I
though.
I feel like we're just kind of at a state where we just have to wait for Tresh to give us more information. Or
No, that sounds about right.
Yeah,
or we
I
just
mean,
really start breaking into
Do-
more homes.
I did get not exactly the address, but instructions on how to get to Swiftclaw's home, and also names of some acquaintances of theirs.
we could do that.
I also at some point want to go back to that warehouse where I was stabbed.
I mean,
That's
we could go back up there. I just don't know if it's a necessarily safe spot to go.
Is anywhere in the city safe?
I mean, no, but a place where, you know,
you got stabbed.
You guys just went to a murder scene. We were
Sure.
at a murder scene. You guys were at a murder scene yesterday.
it's still different when it's your own. Trust me.
I still want to go check it out. You don't have to come if you don't want to.
No, we're
No.
going.
I feel like that's a whole party thing because just in case something happens.
I think we should all stick together.
So do we want to check out these acquaintances first, or do we want to go venture up to the upper central plateau and get our leg day in?
Leg day.
I mean, I'm always down for a good fast walk, a power walk, if you will.
A little bit of a brisk stroll.
Yes.
Mm.
If like say that the directions to this, not estate, people down here don't live in estates.
Residents.
Residence, is on the way. We could potentially swing by, see what we could see there.
I would imagine it's nearby here. They lived close to my work.
Yeah, the
Right?
yeah, the addresses you were given are all like lower Dura, part of Sharn, not too far away from the Calico Charade.
We could swing by.
And
there
how many
meet
are
up.
there?
Hmm?
How many?
Oh, you're
are
given
there?
like you're given 2 apartment listings as well as the apartment that Swiftclaw lived in as well.
Apartment listings. You trying to move out? You hate us that much?
Damn.
I can't
Um,
be here forever. I mean,
What the fuck?
What?
One person finds skin in their window, and you're like, I gotta get out of here.
I was planning on
Is
raising
it-
my family.
is it
here.
invalid?
No, I would
No.
move
Is
out.
Is
if
it
I were
invalid
that-
to not want to live in a place where
That
you
doesn't
get
get-
skin as a
Innocent.
present?
Also, that was Lila's
Okay,
first
even
day
though-
here.
Yeah.
I'm currently working at a place where my coworker got something.
Should we?
Um,
We should probably just swing by there first and then head up.
Well, there's 3 places to check.
Oh,
Well, are we feeling in a talking mood?
Not particularly.
Then let's not
Okay.
do the talking.
let's go to the warehouse then.
En
Where you got
route.
stabby stab.
Are we going en route to the apartment, or are we just going? We can hit the apartment on the way back.
We can
Apartment
hit the
on the way
apartment
back.
on the way back.
It'll probably be less sus at night if we break it into. Sorry, less sus. Right? Is that?
What?
You don't.
what
You
are
don't do
doing
the.
with your
You don't do
hands?
that. No.
What are you doing with your hands?
Are you trying to
What?
like hit a
Stop.
nene?
See, the nene was invented in the 16th century.
66 AD.
Jesus was all like, water into wine, more like,
Jesus had died 66 years ago. That's what AD.
no,
means.
no, I know.
No, Jesus
but
was dead
came
in
back.
like
Hold on,
about
hold on.
30 AD.
Jesus
No,
came back
AD
though.
stands for after death.
Yeah,
It
but-
doesn't. BC stands before Christ, so BC. He was born in 0 BC.
Then what the fuck does
And
AD
0 AD.
stand for?
It's something in Latin.
Yeah, so he came back. He's
Wait,
all
what,
like,
BCE? It's
Yeah, we're
before
talking-
current
BC
era.
versus AD.
Yeah, they changed it to
Oh,
where
80,
current
yeah, I'll let
era
you
and
Yeah.
current
He
He
era.
did not
Yeah,
live to
probably.
66 though.
Yeah,
That
oh,
man was
you know,
dead by
you
He
then.
lived to 30. He's like
Yeah, so
33.
he's still dead. I'm right.
but,
You're right.
well, hold on. But so you're saying he didn't invent the whip at Nene? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
You're-
Jesus, our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ did not hit the whip, and then
Okay, but when he came back 3 days later, he's like, "Welcome." I'm like, "I'm back, bitches," and he just dabbed on them.
yeah. He
Is that stone? Is that Bible accurate? I need to know.
And when does Jesus hit hit Fortnite? Can we get him doing the Kamehameha?
What the fuck?
With Rick
What?
and Morty.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I feel like Jesus at one point was like, "I'm Jesus of Nazareth." Dab.
That's actually how the Romans crucified him originally, but Big Bible doesn't want you to know that.
Big.
My god.
Anyway, we're on our way to the warehouse.
Alexis, I gotta go.
I'm happy I'm going to hell because this is like an express elevator at this point.
All right.
I'm gay. I was
It'll
always
take
heading
you.
there.
It'll take you a little over an hour to climb your way all the way back up to the place I thought you were all going to the first time.
I'm making you do the description again, Nate.
Yeah, Nate, what is this?
Wait, Nate, not that warehouse. The other warehouse that Chaos got stabbed.
Nate, I've
in.
never seen this warehouse. Give me full details about it.
A warehouse which is a couple stories tall and oddly does not fit with the rest of the rich and well taken care of neighborhood around it. Boarded up windows, broken down doors, and some spots. And you see, like, the main entranceway is still left open. Able to make all your way inside and investigate the scene where you can see the spot where Achaeus was slashed across, the blood hitting the floor and some enough force behind the swing of the blade that it got smacked into the wall to Achaeus' left.
Ta-da! Can we just look?
Okay.
Can we look around?
Can
We
we
never
just,
really
yeah,
got the chance to
investigate?
investigate this place. Yeah.
Yeah. Can we investigate this place?
Someone was
Other than-
Yeah.
stabbed.
Yeah.
I will.
Sorry, I'll try to get a little less stabbed next time.
I'll give emboldening bond this time to
Stabbed victim.
to the stab victim, Achaeus.
I never. get
And
emboldening
let's go with Lila.
Yo, nice. Let's go.
What up? So do I
So-
roll investigation?
For 10 minutes, you get plus D4 to everything.
Okay.
I'm going to help Achaeus.
I'm going to help Lila.
I'm
Best of
gonna
luck,
do
Aaron.
my own perception to see if there's anyone here.
Come on, Aaron. I believe in you. You got this.
I'm rolling perception.
Or investigation.
Or investigation.
investigation. I'd rather roll perception.
Come on, Aaron. I believe in you. Yeah, let's go, Aaron.
And then I roll a d4, you said?
Yes,
Yeah.
on top of that.
Okay.
Or under bottom of that. It's really up to you.
or on verse.
I'm gonna also do a perception check with.
Or next to
guidance.
it.
Alright,
Or just like watching from a window.
Galen, do you mind if I borrow that magnifying glass?
Oh yes, of course.
okay, so what are
I carry
y'all
two.
what are y'all specifically looking for right now?
The any signs that someone was using this for something, like you
Okay.
said, it doesn't match the rest of the area. I want to know what it was being used for, and like if there's any evidence of like what in the past people have used it for.
Alright. And Lila and Twister, what are you looking for? Oh, you're doing perception, so
I'm looking for anyone that's here, or maybe that were tailing us before we came in, stuff like that.
okay, does Twister ever go into a room by himself?
Why do you say it like that?
Oh yeah,
Why do you say it like
Brian.
that?
Brian,
What
would
did
you
Brian
ever?
do to you today?
Brian, would you
Brian, say
ever
yes.
like see a door that's completely dark and be like, I'm gonna close this behind me as I enter, and then lock it as well?
Yeah, totally. I'll say that he's like always trying to be with someone,
Okay.
unless
and,
he
what was-
sees someone, then he's gonna tip off.
Alright, and what was Lila looking for? Alice- It's good.
I forgot what I was gonna say now. I had something in my head and now I forgot.
I know. I'm sorry.
Come on, Aaron, you can do it.
Well, use that perception check to find it.
I fucking wish it worked that way.
Might succeed on it, you know. Like a
I wish it
23.
worked that way.
I think that's a history check.
Alright, I'd say for Twister, you are unable to find anyone else within the building. You kind of like scour up and down, and you don't see another person. You see like some bats resting at one spot, but that is the most you'll find other than you and your party.
Ooh, bats.
Freaking bats. Freaking love how.
For Achaeus, you start while you're doing your investigation. you go through the place, and you can see like one of the rooms nearby as Twister's passing on by as well. You look around and kind of like see that there are some bins in the space where you can see like there is bits of like tiny pieces of paper scattered about the ash that is within, as if someone had a bunch of notes but then burned them. There is no heat to these items, but looking around at some of them, you have an idea that maybe some evidence got burned away immediately upon this place no longer being a safe sanctuary for whoever was here. Examining the room beyond, you can see that there are some leftover beakers and other vials. Some of none of them matching a size that you were told about for like the evidence, like in the other warehouse with the blood around the circular pattern. But you can see that it looks like there might have been a grander chemistry set already put into here, but most of the pieces have been moved.
Oh my god, it's Breaking Bad.
The red stuff is math. It's been crystal clear all the time.
Gosh.
I put on my aviators.
God.
The Who starts playing.
It
Galen
looks
is gonna
like
scoop up all those notes. All
it
the
looks
burnt
like
ones.
there's something being made here, some kind of chemical. Maybe this could have been where the red powder was made.
Potentially. I mean, we could go around touching every corner until we accidentally stumble upon some.
Right, so if one of us takes a swing at the other, then we know.
Yes.
Can I look at the chemistry set and see if there's any like residue or anything left in the beakers?
The stuff that has been left behind is extremely clean, as if it has not been put to use yet. That it might have been waiting for an operation to start.
So maybe this place wasn't used yet.
Potentially.
It was going to be.
I wonder who the landlord of this property is. If we look up the deed of ownership, maybe we can gather some more information.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the worst idea.
I'm very curious why they led me here.
I honestly presume to just kill you.
Just to kill me, and then. But why give up? Why? Maybe.
It wouldn't
just
have
to
been
kill me.
giving up the location because
No, it
they didn't know I was
wouldn't have
following.
Yes.
But then why not kill both of you?
That really is the question.
That is a question.
Maybe a fear. Maybe they didn't want to leave two victims. Maybe they couldn't.
Well,
Draw too much.
I
sleep
don't-
if They had two victims.
It
But
really
I-
wouldn't have because I wouldn't have mattered. He was already wearing my face.
A safe
Maybe
assumption.
that would
but
be easier.
why didn't they kill me? Is another question.
They just left you with me.
They would have known that wasn't going to kill me. I highly doubt that they did, that they accidentally left someone alive.
It might be that nonsense kind of evil thing where they're like, "Oh, we're so smart, you can't possibly foil our master plan."
No, the arrogance, possibly.
Send a message.
Yeah.
Get us to stop
Scare
looking,
us.
and yet here we are.
Could be to scare us into stopping.
The question is, are these guys? Have we found any of these like at a crime scene? Like, or even on? Was it on the dead body? This red residue?
The red residue was on I believe on a wall in the tailor shop.
Yes.
Okay.
And it was in the jewelry box. So right now they're
Mm.
just both linking us back to the tailor.
Maybe
Yeah.
the tailor was some sort of buyer. You think that could be a link? You think
Might
any of
be.
them could have been some kind of buyer?
But I'm not a buyer.
But you're involved with the case looking into them.
And if they are aware.
As much as it was targeted at you, it still could also be a message to all of us. As much as apparently almost killing me was not a message, but
Also threatening me with taking my face off. Ooh.
I wonder if that's... No. Never mind. That obviously isn't how that works.
What? What's up?
what?
I was like, maybe that's how they change forms. But clearly I have a face. So,
No.
and a
Yeah.
heart. So,
Yeah.
Also, the messages could have been sent at 2 different times. We don't know when the skin was first put in our home. This could have happened before a case was stabbed.
Yeah. We do know it was put there yesterday. We just don't know when.
And you were the one that found the red powder when you helped
In
that.
the jewelry box.
You were the one
Yes.
that saw him. Aside from us two.
Mm-hmm.
That maybe that's it. So, I mean, we obviously saw him. And you did when you found his box.
Yeah.
You didn't take any of the red powder, right? Right?
There's a
Twister?
bit. There's a bit.
You took some of it.
Yes. I showed you guys the powder I took.
I forgot about that.
Although I don't think he was aware that I took it. It was pretty empty already as is.
Who's to say?
Can I, like... Do you have it on you still?
Yeah.
I
I'll
see it.
pull out the tiny bit of red powder. Hand it
In
over.
like a bottle, I hope.
Yeah, it's
No,
in a little.
It's just loose leaf in this pocket.
Yeah.
Pull it
Oh,
out.
yeah, of
punch.
course. Oh, no. I
Um,
goofed.
Yeah, no, it's in a small little vial.
Yeah. Can I make an Arcana check on this fucking powder?
Oh, certainly.
I'll give you guidance.
Thank you.
Real quick, unless I missed this. Did we ever get to Aaron's perception check?
No.
I
Okay.
finally remembered what I
Okay.
wanted to like look at too.
I'm sorry.
What was it?
I'm gonna
I
dump
wanted
one
to
of my
see
things.
like with the building itself, like is it freshly abandoned? Is it like new? Is it like
Oh,
old?
I'd,
Like that kind of thing.
I'd say that it looks like it might have been abandoned for several
Plus
years.
17.
There's maybe even a little bit longer. There's a lot of like cobwebs still in some hard to reach spaces. And like hearing about the bats, you'd think like maybe quite a bit of animals willing to move into here. Okay, so that'll be a total of 17.
Yeah, I used 1 hero point and one of my 2 things of the day.
Okay.
What's the D4 from?
The D4's
Uh,
seconds.
This
No.
you have gotten ideas about what this can do. You've been
Okay.
told and seen. Oh, yeah, you've only been told about the effects to it just by being in proximity or touching it.
I gave
while it's
punch.
supposed to. Yeah. And you kind of like look this over and also kind of after some time kind of like realize that this is not simply a dried substance, but it was a residue that popped out on the edge of things. This might either be a substance completely dried itself that might have been fluid in nature, or it could be something that happened to form around the fluid as the chemicals in the air changed.
What is?
This is not its original form.
Okay, so it's been like probably the chemistry set distilled in some sense of the word. Like if you were to boil salt water for long enough, you would just get salt. Right? That's
Yeah.
kind of what you're saying, Nate.
That's one interpretation, yes.
Great.
It could be that the vials inside of the box that I found were liquid, and that the solid stuff formed around it.
I'd go with like more of that, like with batteries, if they get too old and aren't attended to for long enough, the acid leaks out and becomes this hazardous residue around.
Hmm.
What else was in that room that you found this in, Achaeus, at the Taylors?
What else was in that room? Yeah.
Was it like blood on the walls kind of shit?
The place you're at was cleaned up pretty well. There was no blood left on the walls, if I recall correctly, and then actually, out of any of the scenes, upon recollecting everything, seems like it was actually the one with the least amount of any signs of struggle or anything, especially considering it's also most likely a murder scene itself.
I'll say, pretty clean. Not really anything else in there.
Curious.
No blood or anything.
I was wondering if it was a thing that was forming around blood. Since the majority of things that we've been finding in here have been bloody in some sense of the word.
Did you... Well, how long would it be? How long would it take to form around the blood?
I have no idea. I'm not a... It's been forever since I took arcane sciences.
But I'm
What-
assuming you guys didn't see anything at the murder scene.
No, not the most recent one.
And presumably it's something then that is distilled down, theoretically. Or else why would they have all this stuff? Unless they're just,
Yeah. I do think it has something to do with blood.
Mhm.
I just don't know how. Maybe a specific mixture with something else.
Or maybe a specific blood type assumed?
What's your blood type, Twister?
I don't know what my blood type is.
I don't
Do we
think
know
blood. I don't think
blood
blood
types?
types exist. I think that was past 66 AD.
Nate,
It was a 67 AD.
Nate, in the Renaissance time, people know what other types of blood were.
I don't think so. I'm very sure that's a time where they were still like, the color of pee you have determines if you're cursed by spirits or not.
And also about bloodletting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna unpack that later, Nate, off stream, because I'm curious about that.
That was an actual thing.
No, I know,
No,
Nate.
I
We're
know.
going to unpack that later, though.
Can I
Twister.
look around? Yeah,
Okay.
what's up?
Okay,
up?
as you look around, can you give me a charisma saving throw as you feel something begin to, almost like a prick, kind of like dig into the back of your skull?
Okay, cool.
Charisma save?
Yikes!
23.
Okay. You just hear like a bit of a rumble as this pain begins to hit you in the back of your neck, but it fades away, and all you're left is this still lingering sensation of something attached to you now.
Ah!
You good?
Are you okay, Twister?
I felt something hit the back of my neck.
You okay?
Can you look? And I like.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a look and see what's going on.
How tall are you?
Let's look that up real quick.
If I recall correctly, I'm the short one.
We're all
I'm
kind of
I'm
short.
5'5".
Okay,
Oh, you're the short one.
we're all looking down at Twister.
I'm the short king.
Little baby boy. Oh,
Little
yeah, let me look at your
baby.
boo boo.
Yeah, little
Shut
piss boy.
up! Leave me alone.
Little baby.
Yeah. Aw, go little boo boo.
It's all right, son.
You wanna
I can
Superman
just
Band-Aid?
walk out the room and let the space fucker take me.
I mean, go ahead.
Am I seeing anything?
Yeah, do we see
There's nothing
anything?
visible on the back of his head.
Could you
Nothing.
check where the stab wound was previously on the other victim's body?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna kind of, I think, be under where your breastplate is currently sitting, right? Because
I
it's like
will-
center of, like between shoulder blade, betwixt the shoulder blades.
I'd
That was
taken
a
the,
question.
if you take the time to remove the armor as needed and kind of like lift the shirt up to show, you don't see a mark on the back.
Okay.
You ought to be fine.
I felt something attached though, right?
Yes. You can still feel that lingering.
I felt something attached to me.
And it's like
Can I-
here. Tap,
Yeah.
tap, 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 tap,
I
tap.
still
Is
feel
there-
it.
Anything behind Twister?
There's nothing behind Twister.
Nothing on the wall.
No.
Can I perception check to see if can I go through the building? Perception check to see if there's anyone inside the building.
I'll let you know that you can look around and you don't see anyone within the building.
Wow, hard no on that one.
To be fair, I have a -3.
That's
Yeah,
true.
you still would have rolled well. I believe in you. You got
No.
this. You know
Do
what?
you-
Come on. You know you would have had it. It would have been fine.
Does it feel like it's a? It just feels like a thing attached to you.
Yeah, I mean, I felt a small prick of pain, but that was about it.
Hmm. I
Do I?
Can't-
If I move around, do I still feel it on the back of my neck?
Yes. It does not move, it does not tug in any way. It is just something you feel now. It's more of you kind of
Tethering?
like yeah, as you do all this you start to imagine that it might be more of a mental or otherwise non-physical connection.
Anyone able to detect magic?
no.
I will take the time and cast detect magic ritually.
Alright. As you take that time, everyone else except for Lila,
Oh no.
after all that discussion beforehand of the residue, how everything's tied to blood, I'll let you know for free. There is something that the three of you remember encountering your first case together.
Mm-hmm.
That shack full of blood.
That wasn't you.
That was
Yeah,
a
that was
chaos.
just one.
That was a chaos.
Oh.
I suppose there were actually two scenarios.
Oh,
There was no for the three that I'm saying this
okay.
to.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know. I
There
know
was-
blood's been sus this whole time.
Yeah,
There was
come
a
on, Nate.
warehouse and something attached itself to a revenant.
God damn it.
You gonna share with the motherfucking class, or you just gonna go goddamn it?
Isn't it some kind of religion or something?
It is some sort of religion, and I believe that's why he was attacking us, if I remember correctly.
Because of Lady Elmaro?
Nate, am I correct?
That's your
No.
hypothesis. You can
Yeah.
work on that. But I just want to remind you there was also a vial,
Ritual.
a thing of this blood-like substance left in a secret compartment to a warehouse that you're all shoot away from.
Oh,
That is true.
We didn't take that, did we?
No, we didn't.
No.
No, you
Yeah.
left it alone. But eventually, the 10 minutes pass for the ritual casting to detect magic, and other than the magics on you and that you've seen on your allies before, you get a sensation of another one on your neck. Some kind of divination magic.
Divination on the back of my neck.
Can divination track?
Yes.
Yes.
Hard guess.
What is the tracker? What if it's some sort of way to track?
Me.
I mean, multitude of spells that can do that.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is. I'm getting pretty spooked out here. How about we head back?
Yes.
There's nothing else.
There are some notes. I picked them all up.
Okay.
They're all mostly burnt to shit. But we will decipher what we can from them.
Okay, let's go back. Do we want to stop off at the victim's residence before we...
I don't know if there's necessarily a need to anymore. You know?
Oh man, what was it?
What if we find some of the red powder there?
Okay, maybe there's some use in going now.
Do we want to split off and do it, or do we want to...
I just want to head back home.
Twister just wants to go back. So Twister should go back with at least one other person.
I can go.
You can go with Twister?
Yes.
Or... Okay.
I'll go with Twister.
Thank you.
Of course.
Velveteen and Lila, what do you want to do?
I mean, I kind of want to go with the case.
Then go
Do
with
it.
the chaos.
Yeah, I'll go with the case.
I'll go with the case too, just because the more people
Alright,
doing
squad.
investigation is better.
The squad.
Squad.
Okay, we'll go fuck ourselves.
We ain't
then.
gonna perceive shit.
Meanwhile, you guys are all figuring this out. Meanwhile, Twister just be taken away.
Galen's in you.
Galen's slicing your face off.
Yeah.
It was the wrong Galen the entire time.
Guys, help! I'm being kidnapped. That's nice, Twister. Do you have any red powder? As he's getting dragged past the house.
You seen anything suspicious?
Yeah.
You seen trash at all?
Yeah, do you mind if we actually come inside? Maybe make us some coffee. We can talk about
Oh,
this around
actually,
the table.
There is one thing I want to look at with the detect magic. I don't think I ever looked at it. What does the red powder give off?
Oh yeah, we do have it.
The red powder, it gives off. Sorry, my cat was wanting to play with a toy real quick.
Oh, baby.
The powder gives off a mixture of magics between transmutation and enchantment.
Okay.
Those were
Mix
not the ones I
between
was
transmutation
expecting.
and enchantment.
Transmutation.
Mhm.
Why transmutation?
I don't know. Transmutation changes forms.
Yes, correct.
Maybe it's just because
Maybe
of,
that's.
maybe it's because that it's a different form than it usually is.
I thought of something.
Yes.
I still have that thing of the red. It's red liquid, right?
I believe you just didn't you destroy that?
No? Because I showed it to Galen, didn't I?
I don't.
Was this if this is the one you found in the shack? You destroyed that.
When did I destroy it?
Like you destroyed it with the shack. You didn't bother taking anything.
No, I had it on me. Hold up, where's my inventory? I swear to God, I had one of these things on me, and because I feel like I showed it to. What is?
If I remember correctly, they did keep some of it. They
Yeah,
destroyed most of it, but they
took-
kept a jar.
I took it and I
You're
showed
right,
it
my
to Galen
bad.
because yeah,
Okay,
I was
yes.
like, I know this happened.
I'm sorry. That's my goldfish memory taking effect right there.
Do you want me to look at it?
I'll take it out and ask him what magic it gives off.
Alright. It also gives off transmutation and enchantment.
Transmutation and enchantment.
Same hat.
Same hat.
Same hat.
Same hat.
We shall have a summer wedding.
Same hat. You should probably wear a different hat. Anyway, we should probably start getting back.
But that answers the question,
Does.
at least somewhat.
Now we
What
know what
it's
it looks
made
like in
of.
Wicklid form.
Yes, we certainly do. I'm just dead-eye looking at Achaeus.
Why do you have that anyway?
I found it somewhere. Don't look at
Okay.
me. Air quotes.
Okay,
Somewhere.
I found it. Okay, I'm not gonna use it, but I found it.
I found it somewhere. I found it somewhere, alright?
I see our No Secrets game is going quite well, everyone. Applause all around.
I mean, I'm not hiding anything from y'all.
I
You say with a voice
found
crack.
it when I went and destroyed that shed. Remember, Velveteen, your little spies found.
But since then, I have been completely honest.
I
That sounds
didn't...
super shady, but
That sounds super shady. That is when I found it. I don't know what it is. I have not messed with it. I've not touched it. It's been several months. Traded between my bag and my cupboard in my room.
That's it.
I'll hand it over. What are you doing?
I'm gonna open
Don't.
it.
Please don't drink that.
I'm just opening it.
Alright.
Anything?
You are
Already
met
ready.
with
It's
a horrid and rancid smell that is similar to that of a mixture of coagulated blood, sulfur, and coagulated blood, sulfur, and you can smell iron
do it.
as if fresh from a forge.
Don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it.
The tiny drop onto my hand. Unless someone's gonna physically stop me, Galen's
I'm
gonna
fi-
do it.
I'm
very
physically
tempted
stopping.
to physically
No.
stop
I'm
you.
physically stopping that.
I'm gonna resist that.
Lila has no
I'll
idea
help.
what this is, so she's just like,
I'll
I
help.
don't know what they're doing.
What am I
I'll help.
rolling?
Valid.
What am I rolling, Nate?
What am I rolling, Nate?
I'm helping Velveteen, so Velveteen gets
Yeah,
advantage.
Velveteen will be doing athletics. And this is just a contested strength check.
No, can't it be
No,
like
no, no, no.
acrobatics?
No,
Can't I
no,
like
no, no, no.
acrobatics my way out of it?
I feel like
like a
that's
slippery little
contested
boy.
strength, Nate. Come on.
like a slippery little boy. Nate.
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 Come on, Nate. Bestie.
Bestie.
Nate.
Yeah,
Best
there is a
thing
good
is Nate.
point.
Nate,
This is
come on.
the same as grapple rules.
Yeah, it is the same as grapple rules, isn't it? So then I can use acrobatics.
Yeah. Velveteen can use athletics and does get the advantage.
Great.
Okay, that's fine. That's the same thing. It's whatever. Do you want to roll first, or you want me to roll first?
You roll first.
You want? Wait, hold on. You want to do rock paper scissors? You roll
No,
first.
I want you to
Just
roll.
fucking
Someone
roll.
roll.
I
Just
am
fucking
roll.
roll.
Okay,
Just roll.
okay.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Alright. Velveteen with a 14,
Oh my
Galen with
God.
a 15.
Jesus
Just
Christ.
kidding. Alright. Galen?
Yeah.
How much is a little bit?
Just like you do that thing where you're like pour, like starting to pour, and then like once it gets to be enough, you like kind of like pull it back, so just like the tiniest drops out.
As
Can
Velveteen reaches out and you just get your grasp
Okay,
moved
I'll
back
drink it.
beforehand. Oh, sorry, what's Twister's doing?
Can I sing that, like, even though, like, Velveteen is trying to stop Galen, Galen's still, like, going for it? Can I,
Let me
try...
just do science.
Can I try to put my hand in front of it
Oh my god, asshole.
Yeah,
Not
let's do
only-
and
that.
have me
Let's
do
not
it
Stop
instead?
them. Let's
I
all
am the
participate.
weakest strength-wise. If I punch any of you, it'll do the least amount of damage. That is
Yes.
why I am doing it.
But I'm the most resistant to it.
Oh my god, gamer.
All
What do you
right,
mean?
it
How do
is-
you know you're the most resistant to it?
Every time I've done it, I've passed.
That does not matter.
I don't
Oh,
know.
Okay. I feel
Alright,
like
you
if
do
this-
that.
What do you just
You
do
stick
that?
your you
You
stick
just
your
do
hand
that? You're not gonna
out.
make a roll for that?
Hold on.
No.
I feel
Initiative counts.
Okay, initiative
Roll-
count, that's fine.
Whoever has the highest initiative is the one that gets it on them.
This is the one that gets it on them. Oh, well, that's my initiative. Do you want to go first? I'll just
No, go
I-
roll.
Oh, fuck off.
hold
Natural
on.
20.
No,
God.
hold on. I don't want to put a damper on this, but I feel like if I'm going to reach for something and they're going to react to it, they're not going to have a delay and they're just going to do it. So I don't think, no offense to Twister, I don't think they would have time if I'm like, I'm going to stop you. They would do it more quickly.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Oh, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Alright, the little
Galen
Twister will
can do
be
it.
just reaching out as it gets forward onto Galen instead. Galen, roll a
Like that.
charisma saving throw.
I have a question for you.
Yeah?
Is this technically a poison effect or no?
No, this is not a poison effect.
Okay, lovely. I just wanted to check. It's a charisma save, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, the saves that I'm proficient in? Yeah, thank you. I'll roll.
DC
And I'll
20.
roll awfully.
Absolute confidence.
With absolute confidence, fails.
Galen, you go unconscious.
Great.
Awesome.
As
Does that
you
mean they dropped the fucking thing?
I suppose it does.
Well,
Can I
if
grab
someone
it?
was trying to grab for it, now
Can I
grab.
grab it? Can I grab it?
Whoever wants, you can make an acrobatics or sleight of hand check real quick to try to grab the vial safely before it hits the ground. As Galen drops. Galen, you have this drop go onto your skin. God. And as soon as it touches, you have vision of fire and not fire and blood. An eternal war as sword rings against sword in some pit of despair elsewhere. And a voice rings from above. Yes. Purify and fire.
Spicy.
As you just drop down to the ground, and everyone fumbles about trying to grab onto the vial, try to keep it safe, and it just
Layla could
gets
grab
out
for
of
it.
everyone's.
Layla has no idea what's happening. She's sort of like in the back, like, what the fuck just happened?
It
Valid.
and the vial hits the ground, and the substance spreads out and gives a bit of a vapor resembling that of smoke rising from a fire before fading away.
Even with a 15 acrobatics?
Damn it.
Can we check on Galen? Just they're unconscious. Can we see if they're breathing still?
Yeah, am I dying? Am I like at 0
You
hit
have lost
points
no health
unconscious?
points.
Okay, cool.
You are unconscious and incapacitated.
I'm just doing great.
Can I...
God damn it. I
Can
should
I
not
try
have
to
given it to
slap
them.
Galen awake?
Sure. You can go ahead and give Galen a good slap on the face. Galen, remove 1 health point. And with that, Galen, you have your eyes come back to like all the way open. You are out of this trance that you were put into.
Hi, yeah, are you okay?
Nate, am I okay? Do I feel
Make an
fine
unarmed
now?
strike against Twister.
Okay, great. I would love to.
As
Nice.
your
I'm not
first thing coming out of this state
I'm not
is a
proficient in that,
feeling
so
of
it's just a
intense anger
Strength?
and
strength
rage
check.
at the world
Hey,
at
you can't
large.
sit on the keyboard.
Just a strength check,
Strength.
yeah?
You can't
Yeah,
sit
pretty
on
much
the
just
Yeah.
a strength check, yeah.
Watch me roll good on this. Nope.
Natural 1. Okay. It's a flimsy and floppy strike, and it doesn't really do anything against Twister. You just actually hit the armor and you hurt your hand more than him. You don't take
Yeah.
any health off for this, but you got some bruising now.
Am I still overcome with anger?
It fades away from you immediately after
God,
this.
motherfucking... What the... I'm fine. To answer your question.
What was that?
What was what? Me touching the thing? Science. Have you ever heard of it?
So what
you-
we learned from this experience is we shouldn't be touching random substances that we don't know what they are.
And now we
I
don't
believe
have
it's
the
demon
substance.
blood.
Did we not learn this earlier?
Demon blood.
Demon blood?
I'm pretty
What
sure.
makes you think that?
I was in a fiery and hell brimstone-y place, and then a being said, yes, purify in fire. We learned something, now didn't we?
We also don't have the blood anymore.
Yeah,
That's
you
probably
dropped
for the best.
Honestly, yeah.
Shouldn't have kept it around anyway.
I'm gonna help Galen up.
Thank you.
Can somebody tell me what the fuck was that?
it. I found that while I was on an investigation of my own.
How about the truth
and
behind it?
That is,
That you were led to it.
I was led to it by my patron.
Oh. Okay.
It was in a shack that I believe was inhabited or used by someone that I'm looking for.
Oh.
So, they are probably a part of this.
Little
So,
bread boy.
Was that the first time anybody's tried that?
What a transition.
After this man that I'm looking for.
Are you talking to your patron currently?
well, now we know the red residue is most likely coagulated demon's blood.
So that was the first time somebody's tried that.
Tried to touch the blood itself? Yes. We
I thought better of it. Because I think touching unknown substances is a bad idea.
You know, you're right. I wouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it like this. I would have done it though if I were in a different mindset.
I mean, at least you're fine.
I feel fine. I mean, a little spooky of a time, but oh well. I'm sure if you fully... This is the same stuff that we saw oozing out of our... I was gonna say good friend, but that would be a lie. That one fucker who I want to call Silas, but his name was totally not Silas, but that's the dude, the first man.
The Revenant?
Yes,
Revenant.
Vidarius. Nowhere close to Silas. This is the same stuff that we saw his blood essentially be made out of, yes?
Yes.
We saw it form into that
Revenant's
blade
blood.
that I stabbed into him.
True.
The blade is currently with the Boromars, though.
What did that blade look like? Was it a dagger? Was it like small?
It was a dagger.
Yes, that was a dagger. It was... Alright, sorry, I have to double check on another thing real quick.
You're good.
Nate, you can just tell us if we're going down the right rabbit hole or not. I'm gonna ask about every single dagger that we've ever encountered ever. And be like, could this be the one?
What about that dagger that got stabbed into that skin?
Which of the 4 daggers that Tresh is wearing is the dagger that makes people, like, freeze up?
Okay. You remember it being a dagger that had, like, think belts on it had iron blade with an ebony and obsidian hilt and a hilt to it, and like there was something written along the blade, but it wasn't a language that you could understand.
Wait, it was
And you
obsidian?
remember-
Sorry.
Yeah, obsidian and ebony blade. Not blade, hilt. Yeah, the blade itself was iron, most likely. And you do remember, like, when it struck against the dying revenant, that seemed to be able to put an end to it. As if absorbing it. Something about it, yeah.
And the blade's currently with Ilsa.
Who I'm sure loves us at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But no, that would hurt us in a bad way if we did that.
What?
What?
I can forge Ilsa's signature.
That would hurt us in a bad way. I am already in a bad way with
You're
the
already on her
Boromars.
shit list.
I am already on her shit list. I don't think we should dig deeper down into that
Yeah,
shit
I don't.
list.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to be on her shit list.
Galen?
What?
You have your corkboard, right? Oh, 2 of them back at the base.
Yeah.
Do you have a
course.
map of the city of Sharn?
Yeah. I think I would, especially in my case file that I kind of always carry with me. Yeah.
Okay. I'd say at this point, being the most seasoned of everyone here,
I'm a pro detective.
you start to have some dots, kind of like start popping up in your head,
Connected the
and
dots.
kind of like remember like the locations where some of these bodies have been found, and remember like one of the pieces of information Tresh gave about how some of them seem to be within a certain distance of another.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel like you might actually be able to
Map
get
it
at
out.
least an approximation of where the killer may be if you were to go back and get those
Triangulate.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We can do this. I can clear out my corkboard. Okay, sorry, I'll have to put away most of your case file stuff that is currently on my corkboard.
It's fine.
We have a corkboard downstairs in the living room. Never mind. I'll put it down there.
You have so many corkboards.
I find them quite valuable.
I mean,
Yeah.
they make up half of all walls, so
I like to lay out all the information. It's like, oh yes, the body was found here. Here's the autopsy. Here's the the blah blah blah. It's all important information.
So I guess we're heading back to the back to our base.
Yes.
yeah. We're not splitting up. Are we still splitting up?
Do you want to
Mm,
go to?
I we can look into Claw's stuff tomorrow, if we
Okay.
still need to.
Okay.
That works for me.
Before we leave, Nate, my patron said something to me recently that I'm trying to recall. Do you remember what it was?
He said,
Steal
"You're
the blood
evil."
next time.
Steal the blood next time.
It'll make it so that way your fall there would never happen again.
Steal the blood. Could that would mean
The demon's
the
blood?
blood of the demon's one?
I'm just guessing it's demon blood, besties.
Yeah, I know.
It's a good
the,
guess.
the demon's blood that is or the blood that is possibly demon's blood that definitely does some fucked up shit. I want to test if that's if that's talking about real blood or if we're talking about specifically demon's blood. I want to test something before we leave. Once everyone else leaves, I want to hang back though.
Okay.
How fresh is the blood that was left behind by me?
It's over a days old right now.
Oh, so it's all dried up.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I wanted to see if I don't know. I don't know what I was doing because you've mentioned that my fucking blades have dripped blood before. I was wondering if my blades could absorb the blood at all. I was just curious.
It's not a bad
Can I-
idea, realistically.
Can I summon my scythe and like see if anything happens?
Are you summon the scythe and see it again, like dripping this ethereal blood that dissolves into the air before it hits the ground?
Does it look like the blood the liquid that I had?
The liquid you had already looked like blood to begin with.
I know, but do they look the same? Because they look like blood. Because it's blood.
Hard to tell.
Okay.
It is blood, so.
Leave me alone!
No, I know. It's a.
I'm
no,
trying to
no,
big
no, no.
brain.
I'm not.
Please.
I'm not taking away from your big brain. It's a good idea, but blood just looks like blood.
Blood does look like blood. I was just curious if there's anything about the demon's blood.
I mean, okay,
or the
for the
supposed
record-
demon's blood that looked different.
The Nate has always described this blood substance as oily blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
That
is
It's
that
very
oily
true,
sheen.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it is
There
not
is
just
no
normal
oily-
blood.
yeah. Yeah.
There is no oily sheen to the blood dripping off of your scythe.
Okay, but does anything happen?
It is not absorbing any blood.
Okay, that's just
You
what I was
can't-
curious about.
If you try to use it as a mop to begin sweeping up, it won't work either.
You can just hear from the other room. I'm like, are they like
I was just
cleaning in
curious.
there?
I was curious. Leave me alone. I
No,
wanted
it's
to
okay,
test
that's
this
a-
It was
out.
Oh, you're
good
That's a good.
idea.
That's a good avenue to try to kill one.
I will try fresh blood next time. How about that?
You can try fresh blood next time. It was a good idea. I'm not taking it away from you.
Yeah, the rest of
Where's
your
the
party's right
biggest
there.
Blood bank. Oh, do not tempt me to try that.
Oh my
What,
god.
Stabbing us?
No,
Oh.
stabbing myself.
I mean, if you ever need blood, you can just ask.
Could I
Uh,
try?
Yeah.
Could I try unsummoning my scythe, resummoning it as a dagger, and then running it across my arm?
Jesus.
Okay.
oh my gosh.
Blood just drips down from your body. Take a point of damage,
Okay, I was
but
curious.
it doesn't get absorbed by the dagger either.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Look, we're
Becca's
doing science
hold on,
today.
Hold on, is Becca's eating a cat?
Look, I was just curious.
Nate,
By
I'm
yourself.
curious.
You said the whole body's right there, so.
Nate, I'm curious though. Just hear me out. If I were to take my gun and shoot my foot, would it hurt?
Yes, it would.
Okay.
Can I try my science without being judged?
I'm not
No,
you.
because everyone bullied me for 10 million goddamn years for my science, so you deserve a little bit too. Fuck off.
Ew.
I learned some valuable information that y'all
You
are
did.
thankful for.
You did.
Distract the ship.
All right,
Back
I'll,
to the.
I will rejoin everyone and we'll go back to the
Okay.
place.
I'll look at them because I imagine I come out like. Do I notice the whole like new cut on their arm?
Yes, it is obvious.
Did you
What the?
have an accident in there? Did you get like caught on the door?
It was just a splinter.
That's a big ass splinter.
Okay. Do I need to roll like insight on this at all?
How did you get a splinter that's like 7 inches long?
It looks like you cut
was
yourself
a
on.
It was small. He's not gonna sit there and like, oh, like, oh my god.
Okay.
Okay.
It was just to get just a few fucking drops.
So he didn't cut basically his entire arm.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
y'all can
it's
still
just
see
like
the
you put
running.
your fingy.
Y'all
Yeah, you-
still would be able to see like there's some bits of running blood still, before the wound would be able to close up.
As we're walking back, I'm just gonna, in my own head, to my self, I guess, I'm just gonna go. Sorry, Galen, I shouldn't have done that to you. Just like think it out and hope for a response.
And none is met.
I know.
So you're all back in the base now?
Can I make a perception check on the way over? I'm paranoid.
Oh, you
No,
want to see if there's a
fair.
person?
Yes.
You
Okay.
being paranoid makes sense.
Guidance.
18. By nature of how these rooms are set up, most of the spaces would have to be facing out to the streets for the windows. Otherwise, you'll just be looking at either another building or a tower.
Uh-huh.
Twister, you can see as not a person, but looking at your window itself, you see there is something etched into it that's hard to read from this side.
Can I try to like flip around and poke my head out the window and just kind of like lower
No, I
it
mean like
and-
as you're approaching, you can
Oh.
look up and see like there's something etched into your window.
What the fuck?
What?
Twister's gonna run in.
Okay.
I assume we
you-
follow.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'll follow at least.
Yeah, I'll follow.
you-
I'll follow.
Run through the building up into your room, throw open the door, and can see two things. First is the writing on the window. You can see now etched from inside the room, looking at the shavings of glass that are left on the windowsill. There is the word soon. On the other side, on the windowsill, you can see that there is another piece of that human leather, this time cut up to be in the shape of a bouquet being given to you.
I'm gonna do this.
That's incredible
Quite
that you were able to
artistic.
cut it like that.
And that's how we can end
Twist-
things. Sorry?
Yeah. Twister feels sick to his stomach, and he'll like say, "What the fuck?" Like to his like he's raising his voice, pretty much screaming it.
Fun.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, that's
D&D's
the end of the
fun.
session there. Thank you all for joining me. What a happy note to end on, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Twister's gonna die
Best
next
thing
session.
ever.
It's fine.
That is such good imagery though of human flesh cut up into
A bouquet.
yeah, that's very cute. I might try to make that. Not out of human flesh. Let's clarify here. Out of
Insight check
leather.
on Becca Morgan.
No, I just got some leather today. Don't ask where it came from.
Someone
Can we
make sure
end
I'm
the stream?
okay after they visit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a bit of a longer session than we've usually been going on. But I hope everyone had fun today.
It was a great session. You all did fantastic.
We leveled up, right?
Yeah.
No, no, you haven't caught the killer yet.
Yeah, we did. It's trash.
Yeah, we did. It's Galen. Not Galen. It's Twister. Twister's
Yeah,
been,
obviously.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
It's Becca Morgan.
Yeah, it's Becca Morgan.
Becca,
One of the
yeah.
two hosts of Unlikely.
Listen, we will get to Unlikely Adventurers.
No, we won't.
Alright, but I believe now we can go ahead and give our send-offs before we fully leave. If we can go ahead and learn a little bit about our first person right below me, Becca.
Hello, I am Becca. You can find me anywhere that I am worth finding as Cool Armadillo, either with a 0 as the final O or not, depending on a case-by-case basis. It's mostly Twitter. As for other places you can find me, right now I'm relatively not. That's a lie. I'm busy with work, so I'm not really doing any other things. Usually you can find me for my podcast, Unlikely Adventurers, but Maisie and I haven't done that in a while because I've been working. So yeah, if you want to see me do more stuff, you can find me on, Twitter, obviously, as aforementioned, or you can go to my website, which is becca-morgan.com.
Thank you very much.
Can I throw something in real quick about that?
No.
I believe I was going to say I believe the TTRPG YouTube channel just uploaded your entire series recently.
Yes, if you want to watch what I previously did on Dead or Alive on TTRPG, you can go to their YouTube channel, which I believe is just youtube.com/TTRPG. T is in the beverage, for the first T, and watch all 9 episodes of Dead or Alive.
Let's get that linked up there as well. There we go.
Look at that.
Alright, and next up, Stone.
Hello, I am Stone. You can find me on Twitter at Hello I am Stone or Twitch at twitch.tv/Hello I am Stone, where I like to stream quite a bit. Probably won't be streaming too much this week until Friday when I will be playing the Destroy All Humans 2 remake, which I'm very excited about. Or tomorrow when I might stream 14 for like 6 hours again.
Starting at 8 a.m.
But yeah, you can find me there. Follow, subscribe maybe. But yeah, that's about it.
Thank you as well. Next on the list, Johnny.
That's me. Hello, friends. It is me, Johnny, aka It's Monster Madness. We were supposed to have some streams this week, but the one day I had available to stream, Twitch was all like, watch me fuck up his entire life. And it was great because I was sad the entire day. But next week, we're going to go really hard with streams. We're going to have a stream on Tuesday. We're going to have one on Thursday. We might have one on Friday. We're looking at The Sims currently. We're looking at Mario Sunshine probably on Wednesday or Thursday. And then on Friday, might just do some Fortnite. We'll see. But follow me on Twitch at It's Macho Madness, on Twitter at It's Macho Madness. Any platform that's It's Macho Madness, you can usually find me.
Hey, Johnny.
What's up?
I don't know if you'd be interested, but I think the Destroy All Humans 2 remake is co-op.
Are you gonna be free that day? Because
Let me make sure. Well, I'm streaming it Friday.
Okay, double check.
I'm
and
gonna
let me
double
know,
check that it's like online
and I will
split screen.
purchase it
And
and we
I
can play
will-
together.
Yeah, I'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
Alright. Now we move on to Brian.
Hi, I'm Brian. You can find me on Twitter at Cosmic Zeta, where I post memes and all that fun stuff. and you know, be my own little gay self. Uh, but that's mainly where you can just find me.
Great, thank you as well. And last but not least, Aaron. Aaron?
Aaron.
Hello, it's Aaron. I'm a very sleepy. My fucking internet! I swear to Christ.
All right, well we can hear you now.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Aaron. You can find me on Twitter at please don't poke me with an underscore at the end. Yeah, that's about it. I'm really tired.
All right. Thank you all again for joining me here tonight. Hope you all have a wonderful evening. See you all some other time next week. And see you all again for the next session of Shadow Sharn.
You have
Good
so
night,
much
and all.
blood on your hands.